I'm, a wee bit tired and worn out, but I'm here. Hey Naraya, hey Ronan, hey Del. I'm doing alright. Wasn't... It was a day. It was a day of all time. But I want to finish this, so... You know? I want to finish this. Hey, thanks for the sub, him. Yay, you sound like you're dying, though. I'm not dying. It's just been a bad brain day, mostly. You know. So I've just been kind of out of it most of the day. Devastation and judgment. Oh shit, I forgot the disable pre-rolls. Great reset! I am the admin of SAMEZIMA. Huh? My phone's glitching out. It's the Phantom Thieves. My phone get hacked? Who's this masked guy? It's on the billboard screens too. What is this? Broadcast signal's getting hacked? When the countdown reaches 0, devastation and judgment will be upon us. For your entertainment until then, a simple riddle for you. This is the SAMEZIMA admin? Simple riddle. Pinpoint the broadcast origin. On it, sir. Capable hackers to manage that? Yeah, they have to be just as capable as Futaba. I dare you. Answer me. What does not exist, even if you speak of it? Now think. Remember. The prophecy is now a warning. What is this? Some kind of PR stunt? Hey, fix my phone! To my friends and the police, the device is in our hands. Now, think, remember, the prophecy is now a warning. What should I do? My phone's totally messed up. Same with mine, what the... This is not a game. I ask you again. What does not exist, even if you speak of it? You know... When you know the answer, enter it here. Devastation and judgment are upon us. The Great Reset. Reset us all. Reset us all. Reset us all. Video claiming the devastation and judgment will happen. No, it can't be. Apologies for the sudden call. Huh? This voice, is this... Tomiri-san? Thank you for remembering my name. How did you get my number? Oh no. Did something happen to Jasmine? Stay calm, let me pick you up first. Yes. By the way, Mrs. Ami. Do the words Genesis card mean anything to you? Oh. Oh. Oh, okay, things are happening. Give us the director, you criminal scum! How dare you steal police secrets, dirty terrorists? Uh-oh. Huh? What's going on? Why is this happening? Give us Meguria! Hey, scammy fake psychic. Come out and explain yourself. This is terrible. I need to tell the director, but I can't get in like this. It's from the director. Director, thank goodness. There's a huge crowd here in front. How's it going? Things do seem lively upstairs. Why is this even happening? It's sudden and feels forced, calling us terrorists who steal police secrets. It's likely someone is leading them to this change in behavior. You should stay away from the center for a while. You don't want them to notice you. This is just real life, yeah. Understood. Please make sure you stay in the center. Also, about Jasmine. Yes, I got a call from Tomiri-san. Something happened to Jasmine last night after they left. What did he say? He said he'd pick me up first, then tell me the details. Also, he asked about something called the Genesis card? Genesis card. Hey, isn't that one of the center staff over there? I saw that face online, must be her. Oh no. You should lay low for a while, Mrs. Ami. What about you? Should take them a while to break into the center itself. SAMEZIMA admin, the Genesis card. I have a few things to look into here. Understood. Alright, bye. They're just letting me walk away. How bold, or how nice of them. Phew. Should be safe here, I think. What's going on? Major broadcast hijack. Mob around the center? This is too much. Breathe, Azami. Relax. I need to check into what they're saying about the center and about that video. Look in the trending topics. Guess I'll start with socials. Breaking! Yuya Kurosawa, CEO of UTech Priority, victim of criminal case. Intruders stole valuables and confidential information from Kurosawa's home. Suspects are members of the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Kurosawa and his father were fortunately unharmed. Police investigations ongoing. So you're the one. I mean, we already knew you were working with the Zimmers, so... You're the one that framed us? Yeah, you asshole. Wait, no way? What's going on? Where did that story come from? Probably from the stupid asshole CEO. I mean, don't trust CEOs. My father was a victim of theft in his own home. I wasn't aware of the safe's contents, but he told me they were items of great value. I'm profoundly shocked. Is nobody gonna ask how you got a picture of the perpetrator just breaking into the safe? Or you just got a candid shot of me breaking into the safe? I mean, I guess you could say it was a security camera picture, but... Wait, is this about me? Why would Kurosawa-san say such things? They're all during the investigation. Why? What do we do now? Father is in Seiji Kurosawa? Does this mean we have police secrets and sensitive stuff leaking out? There's a red password device inside. Wait, is Kurosawa-san blaming us for that device being stolen? Honestly, I'm surprised we didn't do more about you in the previous case. Who'd keep stuff like that locked up at home? Actually, traces did show it was kept in the safe. See, I always knew the Urban Myth Dissolution Center might be inciting terrorism. Takes an extremist to say wild stuff like that. Knew it all along. Inciting terrorism? They're thinking we're just like the Zimmers? So UTech's Kurosawa was targeted? Heard the center's staff set him up. He did not. He asked us to come. I mean, if it's just one member gone rogue, is it right to blame the whole center? I can't stand how everyone tries to cancel the whole org because of a single person. Couldn't act if I tried. What would I even want to? Maybe the center's channel was trying to trend with a conspiracy vid? Total dud, though. I almost wish this was one for the director's video. Legit shocked at this, but it was just a team member, right? Not the director in person? It wasn't us at all. Amazingly resourceful takedown of a family dynasty. The day of GR is approaching fast. Oh no, we have nothing to do with the GR. Did the Zimmers all sign their post with GR? Yeah, I mean, probably. That would make sense. They love their great reset. Just as I thought. I should look around for posts made by the Zimmers. That video was way too well timed. Seriously thought it was the center making an announcement. How much is happening and so quickly? What should we do? Just looks like the video is really catching everyone's attention. Wonder how long this chapter is going to be. Most of the other chapters have been 3 hours on average. Yeah, getting a reaction here. Should search for more on the video. Tragedy. Popular bootuber crosses line. Fans thoroughly disappointed. Update just in. UTech CEO Yuya Kurosawa, victim of home invasion. Oh, come on. How can they assume we're behind this with no evidence? SAMEZIMA admin and the center director seem to be linked. I hate to think so, but turns out the director was Tsutomu Kisaragi's biggest fan. Can you say synchronicity? Oh my god. We do have some of Tsutomu Kisaragi's books at the center. They're must-reads for occult fans, aren't they? Many people have them too. I can picture the director as an avid supporter of Dr. Kisaragi. I guess wannabe criminals take inspiration from past culprits. Tsutomu Kisaragi fanatics make me sick. It's not just Kurosawa-san's post. They think we're all guilty because we're part of the occult scene. They don't care about us as individuals. Yeah. GR video. Okay, just great reset then. Oh hey, is the stream dying? Or are we good? I think we're back to good. I don't know why that's been happening recently. It was happening yesterday too. And I have to think it's something fucky going on with Twitch's end. Because I think Oodles or Leafy said it was doing that weirdly for them as well. But yeah, when my stream started up, I lost like a few frames, and it just said I lost more right there for seemingly no reason at all. My internet's fine. I don't see anything, but had a few buffers early on into the stream. Weird. Yeah, I don't know. Twitch might be shitting the bed a little bit. Maybe if they didn't insist on running ads every 5 minutes so that Bezos could do stupid shit, it wouldn't be that much of an issue. But it looks like it's fine. Nope, nope, there it goes again. There it goes again. I mean, if it's fine on Twitch, I guess it's okay. But that is weird. I don't know why it just has like sudden drops like that. It's very odd. They are the absolute worst. I wish you could just disable them, but unfortunately YouTube and Twitch have both made it so you just can't disable ads at all. Normally I don't check socials like this, but after seeing the stream, I had to see how people are reacting. Comrades, the GR is upon us. That's a Zimmer. Terrorist attacks are happening and this person's enjoying it. Maybe we can gather some info from what they're saying? SAMEZIMA isn't for me anymore. I had fun going along with those stupid ideas, but now I can't find one that really... Now I can't find that one really popular patch trend. What's this about? SAMEZIMA is a forum site, so I guess they're talking about old threads from there? Tell us the title of the thread. Without a thread name, there's no chance. Talking about the happy 77.7 billion yen leak? Not surprised it's been covered up. I heard there were victims all over the world. That incident should never have happened. Great reset. Happy 77.7 billion yen leak? Doesn't seem related to the current case, but this is a big incident? No, it's the incident shall not be named. I've heard stories before. It's really terrible. Great reset. Incident shall not be named. Something so bad you can't even talk about it? Could it have been something to do with the admins puzzle? Stop with all the GR stuff. Don't talk about that incident. If you keep it up, you might get erased. Erased by whom? Can't talk about it. Been going through past threads as well. There used to be a thread about weird cards, but it's gone. Guess someone deleted it? Uh-huh. Weird cards. Could that be the Illuminate cards? Topics are getting all mixed up. It's hard to keep track. So give us the title of the thread. Maybe the Men in Black are doing a cover-up. Secret mission. Great reset. Cover-up? Case that was covered up because it'd be a problem if the public found out? Secret mission. Don't be stupid. Here, I'll show you how it's done. Weird cards, I see... Wait, who's here at the door this late at night? Uh-oh. Look, a kind person helping out even though it's late. Maybe their mom is visiting? Could be an agent going to erase them. We shouldn't be talking about it. Great reset. Trying to wipe out someone trying to find out about the case? Visitor mentioned in the comment. Was that... Pulling a joke from old thread to a new platform is beyond cringe. Made a joke? Was this all made up? It sounded so serious, but it was just a joke? Saying something happened when it didn't. It's true the thread about the weird cards has disappeared. Was it actually a secret mission, though? Huh? Was it actually real then? Okay, I need answers. There's 2 in that thread. It's one thing if that video is a joke, but if it's real, isn't it pretty serious? I honestly thought my phone broke. Showing the admin's video on street screens and phones all over the city. Is that even possible? What's this about cards? Someone get a bad fortune? Only select people have access to SAMEZIMA's page on the dark web. Not everyone would know about the prophecy. On the side, a prophecy predicted the end of the world using divination cards called the Illuminate cards, and that predicted date is almost here. Not divination, but prophecy. And the SAMEZIMA admin is announcing it. They couldn't understand that. I don't really get it either. Those aren't divination cards, lol, and it's not predicting the end of the world. You guys are getting too worked up over one weird video. Too worked up? I don't think so. You can't just sit back and watch. Checked out SAMEZIMA. There's a lot of info on devastation and judgment. But the issue the Zimmer's forcing their interpretation. It's not a prophecy if you're making things happen according to the Illuminate cards. Guess the Zimmers just want it to happen, whether prophecy or forced. Great Reset can change the current society that they despise. Prophecy of devastation and judgment. Let's go back. Video was made to announce an intended crime. Anyone know the answer? Right, there was that riddle. It's also written on the SAMEZIMA page. I wonder what happens if we figure that out. Have other people asked? Wow, we've already got all the evidence, but it's still giving us this. That's a reaction. there anything I hear that could be a hint? Nostradamus's prophecies were exciting and I like those, but this is just a threat. Are the police already on this? Yeah, until the Devastation and Judgment card, it was just a mysterious prophecy. It had been taken care of early. If it had been taken care of earlier, maybe all this wouldn't have happened. You can't take it completely seriously just from that video. I wonder what happened with all the people who quit their jobs and spent all their money thinking the world would end in the year 2000. Guess it's possible this could be one big terrible joke, but terrorist attacks have been happening. What they're doing doesn't seem like a joke. I'm in shock. I love drinking beer and watching the Urban Myth Dissolution Center's vids before bed. So relaxing. That's nice. I'll do my best to get you back into that routine. Due to misunderstandings and assumptions, things have gotten out of control. Once the truth comes out, we can all go back to normal. People who yap about hidden truths, GR, and mumbo-jumbo just want an outlet for their pathetic feels. How high can your head get from validation by no-name nobodies on the net? Validation? Social media involves talking to no-name nobodies on the internet, too. Riddle. Too many GR riddle? GR video? Or riddle video? There we go. Wait, has it been solved already? What are we supposed to do? Where do we put our answers? Admin did say enter it here, which means the answer should be entered on SAMEZIMA's website? I don't know the answer. If it's real, we're all doomed. Is this really the time to be playing with riddles? I don't think we're playing, but I can see why people would think so. The Zimmers are committing acts of terrorism. Can't be real, it's just a video, you're taking it too seriously. Maybe this person hasn't seen the news. Terrorist attacks are happening. But I was like that not long ago. The Zimmer attacks are ramping up. Haven't you seen the news? If you don't pay at least a little attention to what's going on, you won't be ready when the worst happens. So far only some people know about this. Once the story about Devastation and Judgment blows up, they're barely able to stop that Akasaka embassy break-in. I wonder what they would have done if they weren't caught. Are they after the people at the embassy? Is the Great Reset about taking it out on the upper class? I mean, I'm all about taking it out on the upper class. There was even someone who announced a bomb threat. A bomb? I mean, I don't know about bomb threats, but... Do we know whether the Zimmers are a big org or just a group of individuals? Fujiwara-san from the Ueno tour was by himself. The secretary Kiyomoto was working in a group of 4. They don't act like an organization, just like like-minded individuals with similar goals. The goals also seem to vary. Urban Myth Dissolution Center is leading them. Getting people together to act on some twisted sense of justice makes me sick. Why do they keep making things up like that? But if I didn't know the center, maybe I'd be saying that too. No, stop. I don't have to figure out what's true or false. I'm just gathering info. Okay. Quite a lot of leads, but what's going on? SAMEZIMA admin posted a video calling the Devastation and Judgment prophecy a warning? Kurosawa-san portrays me as a criminal for some reason? And then somehow it all comes down to the center being called terrorists? I could make a post saying they're wrong, but it would just add fuel. Now I should wait to hear from the director. Let's just stay hidden until Tomiri-san arrives. Yeah, that's probably a good call. Nothing like spouting nonsense on the web, yeah. Hey, Meguriya. Now. There's quite a commotion above, but they'll never make it down here. I'm looking forward to seeing whether the SAMEZIMA admin can fulfill that warning. Though Miss Sazami would be upset if she heard me say that. Wonder where Jasmine heard about the Genesis card. Everyone will naturally suspect that the Illumine cards are involved. Azami-san is in charge of the investigation now, so it's time to reassess information about the cards. What is the Genesis card? Who is the SAMEZIMA admin? Minimum information needed to even start fighting back. We should start there. I'm playing as the director! Hey! Look at me! Look at me go! I don't have vision. This is cool. We've gathered a number of things, haven't we? These shelves filled with objects retrieved from each case. What a delight to behold. Let's review the records and memories of each case. Investigation file number 1, the man under the bed. An axe was wielded in this case. Think that the victim, Mio, would become the man under the bed herself. Coincidence? Seems too well thought out for that. And Iko-san was holding the card itself. Her card was the Eye in the Darkness. Observe. Investigation file 2, Bloody Mary. Such strong resentment emanates from this knife. Bloody Mary she played wasn't quite that convincing. Answering to her name, a woman covered in blood who appears in the mirror. It is miraculous that all these elements lined up this way. For this case, Kanoko-san was the one who had the card. His card was the reflection of death. Okay. On this shelf are documents and items from the Netherworld tour. And the Kotori Bako case is here as well. Investigation file number 3, the Netherworld. The Ueno Occult and Dark Tour. Tour designed to find the murderer for the Ueno Tenshu incident. Mr. Gasmask has gone missing. I wonder if he can make it back safely. The card he held was the Stairway to Limbo. Observe. Investigation file number 4, Kotori Bako. Curses are such compelling things. A single box carries within it a universe of possibilities. A curse from vines, a curse from a person holding a grudge. For Mayusaki-san, the curse came from a person. I read this in a book on pharmacology. The tea that Tajima-san was brewing can cause hallucinations and loss of consciousness. Mayusaki-san had the Permeating Blight card. Illuminate card! There we go. Basic Seance for Dummies, Slasher Movies and Murders. I have no more need to read the books in this section. Investigation file number 5, the Doppelganger. Wonder how Kurosawa-san felt when he saw a copy of himself. An anomaly said to bring death to the original person if the two should meet. I'm very curious to know his fate. I'm still curious how they managed to make one of them dress up as a perfect copy of him. But I'm thinking that's still just because he says he saw it because, like, he was in on it too and working with the Zimmers. Kurosawa-san tends to sow trouble with his lies. He has caused Mrs. Ami much inconvenience. The card he held was the Shadow of Guilt. 2 out of 6. Investigation file 6, the case we are faced with this very moment. Does not exist even if you speak of it. A very fitting conundrum. Does not exist even if you speak of it. I mean... Something imaginary? Like an imaginary friend, they don't exist even if you speak of it. But it's probably not that simple or that literal. Our staff will be in direct contact with this anomaly. Which urban myth could it be? All the other cards have been discovered. So the card for this case is Mrs. Ami's Devastation and Judgment. What kind of fate awaits Mrs. Ami herself? Yeah, good things have not happened to the other card holders. Back to the task at hand, lest Mrs. Ami reprimand me for laziness. Seem to be 6 Illuminate cards in all. Yet Jasmine uncovered the existence of a Genesis card. Are these all part of the SAMEZIMA admin's plot? Should compile information on this as well. Prophetic card. Our clues are going up weirdly right now. How much information might the SAMEZIMA admin site itself hold? The Zimmers are still posting on it as a message board. Should be adequate for social media research. So focused on the homepage, it's my first time really taking a look at the posts. Why is it that the Illuminate cards are displayed on this site? We may find clues about how the admin and the cards are connected. So much speculation here in these posts. Heard a rumor that the admin is a wizard-level hacker. They were creating special tools. Say the admin caused a huge incident, but there aren't any records of it. His past accolades from the base of the admin's charisma. The admin created the Illuminate cards. We must push the plan forward. Zimmers worship the SAMEZIMA admin as a bringer of hope. Read more posts. Ah, the classic hidden link. How nostalgic, I can't help smiling. The overview is incredibly detailed. Speculations on the prophecies from each card. Fantastic. If only we had the time to read through every entry. What's about the security police? Some of the users seem to be keeping an eye on police activities. Truly, we live in a society where you can be watched or listened in on at any time. I know, right? Security police are running around. The admin must realize it. They've become aware of something that was supposedly hidden from existence. Security police has no dirty secrets. Unless proven otherwise, you know what happens then. That riddle is a threat against the security police. The admin might get erased. Posts that suggest the security police are working in the shadows. Do not contain my excitement. Rumors of dirty security police secrets. Deleted thread. It's an intriguing post. Sweetly suggestive of undercover operative work. That thread with all sorts of comments on the cards, it's gone. Which keyword should we use? Nothing comes up. It's gone? Forgot what it's called. Card that predicts celeb deaths or something? The card that the Illuminae ones are based on? Genesis card or something? Not part of the series if you ask me. Heard there's an Illuminae card origin story by the admin somewhere on the site. So the Illuminae cards were derived from the Genesis card. Look forward to reading that origin story later. Interesting. I wonder if Mrs. Ami is safe. I hope she picks up. I like the split here. Ah, alright. Hello? Hello, Director? Are you okay? I'm alright. I believe you are the one in greater danger right now. I'm okay, but what are we supposed to do? It's not possible for me to leave this place. I will pass all the information I've compiled here to you, so... Please take handle the rest of this investigation. Yeah, that's not translated correctly. You're asking me? Can you do it? I've managed to solve all the cases so far. I'll do my best. Very good. Let's first ensure that you have a grasp of the situation thus far. Can I just note down the main points? To check your understanding, let's run through some identification questions. Okay. Here we go. We're IDing already. Well then, have you managed to retain the information I've gathered, word for word? I think so. Probably. I did write everything down. This case wasn't requested by anyone. And there aren't any supernatural appearances. Does this one count as an urban myth? The admin's video has already affected so many people and has given rise to rapidly spreading rumors. People are now being driven by the admin's actions. When rumors spread and coalesce, an urban myth is born. This information comes from Zimmer posts where the rumors originated. So the rumors have spread so much they can already be considered an urban myth? You have a good understanding of the situation. Now then, let us confirm and identify this urban myth. Yes. What we have in the center now is past information. Only by using the computer can we keep up with the rumors that are circulating. I followed the rumors around Zimmer's reacting to the admin's actions, which led me to see that people other than Zimmer's are also acting under the influence of that video. So, Mrs. Ami. Yes? According to the Zimmer rumors, who are these people that the admin's videos have triggered into action? Haters of the center, the security police, general public. Great number of people saw the video. It happened to my phone as well. The stream just took over people's devices. Who knows what else could happen? Zimmer rumors did not include anything about the general public. In fact, I believe many people thought that video was some kind of prank. I'm afraid this is not related. Please think it over again. Okay, the security police. Or the haters. Yeah, no. There were hints in the rumors you mentioned. The riddle in the admin's video is a threat to security police. The admin might get erased. Even if that's only a rumor, security police forces like Jasmine are taking action. Okay, no, that was right. Great. Regarding that device, the police are maintaining that nothing happened. Security police may decide to take down the admin in total secrecy. Given the current situation, it's unsurprising that people think that could happen. Alright, there it goes. Let's proceed to the next question. Because the admin urged people to remember, people have been bringing up incidents from the past. Happy 77.7 billion yen leak. People are talking about certain incidents that shouldn't be spoken of. Seem to have a clear understanding. Some Zimmer with sharp instincts tried to stop others from talking about it. So, Mrs. Ami. Yes? Why did they want to stop people from remembering past incidents? Because they can't remember the numbers are incorrect because they might get erased? Because they might get erased? If you bring up the details of the incident, you might get erased. A post on social media said a thread that used to be there has vanished. I thought the post was just a joke, but was the thread deleted in order to hide something? Excellent. According to Zimmer rumors, the actions of the security police involve stopping those who try to uncover secret information. In other words, eliminating those who speak up. So this is the urban myth here is an overreaching government that is surveilling their people and erasing them if they say too much. Eliminating those who speak up. Can't imagine Jasmine and her colleagues doing that kind of thing. There are of course cases where rumor and reality diverge. Furthermore, the secret police are not a monolith. Take the incident with Mr. Kurosawa, for example. We must remain objective and understand the shape of the urban myth. Is the basis of our investigations. Urban myth was just reality all along? Yeah, that hurts. I see. Right. Now then, regarding the origin of this rumor, I'd like to confirm how well you understand the main characteristics of this urban myth. These characteristics are what have propelled security police to action. So, Mrs. Ami. Yes? In this urban myth, how were the rumors spread? Saying something happened if it did, saying something happened when it didn't, saying something didn't happen if it didn't. Saying something happened if it did. This is kind of confusing. By saying it when something actually happened, it's just being honest about what really happened. How refreshing. If that were the case, what reason would the security police have for operating behind the scenes? Keeping in mind reasons for acting in secrecy, please try again. Saying something didn't happen if it didn't is such a weird way to put this. Hey Bugs! See how long if I fall asleep midstream? I hope you can get some sleep and Grub is too. If something isn't there, then it isn't. There isn't much more to say. So, there would be no reason for rumors to come up in the first place. If nothing happened, an urban myth would not exist. So saying something happened when it didn't. I mean, I guess that's kind of the basis of a myth in general. Saying that something actually happened if it's made to seem like nothing did. Like, this seemed like the obvious answer, but I guess it was the obvious answer. Security police who aim to maintain total secrecy eliminate people who talk about the incident to someone else. Those who hide the secret and those who uncover it give rise to the urban myth. Brilliant. Talk about something that seemingly didn't happen, the security police will erase you. From those rumors, even talking about something is considered dangerous. There it is! There's one urban myth that matches these parameters. Point. Third eye, awaken. Well, that's later. The SAMEZIMA incident. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. SAMEZIMA incident. Now that we've spoken the name of this urban myth, the security police will be after us. What? That is the reality. If you speak of an incident that was hidden from existence, you will be erased. About the SAMEZIMA incident, is there anything I should keep in mind? And SAMEZIMA, is it connected to the SAMEZIMA incident? I mean, that felt obvious this whole time, yeah? One does not uncover or share certain things. If one does not speak of them, then nothing happens. You spoke of it and shared it already. Is the name SAMEZIMA related to the admin's desire for revenge? It is currently unclear. Security police are on the move as we speak, and not all of them are as friendly as Jasmine. Since we're gathering information toward Dissolution, we must prepare ourselves for the worst. Prepare for the worst? I'll do everything I can. So, and two. Huh? Wait, Director, I can't hear you. It's the angry mob loitering in front of the center. Seem to be sending out radio waves to break up calls. I can hear, so yes? Please do your best to stop the SAMEZIMA admin. You can do it, surely. Call dropped. Wow, they're jamming your phone? Stopping the SAMEZIMA admin? Is the director serious? Ugh, I guess I'm thinking that far ahead right now. First, let's try to solve the riddle. Still don't get it. I'll start with the hypothesis. Jasmine left behind that Genesis card. Maybe there's a hint in there somewhere. I've noted down all the information from the director. Then I can just decide what to do from there. Let's think things over. Jasmine went to find the SAMEZIMA admin. The admin created the cards, Genesis and Illuminate cards. She must have mentioned the Genesis card because she realized something. And that something might be a hint for solving the riddle. It's probably about the Illuminate cards. The SAMEZIMA admin is the one who created them. Why did the SAMEZIMA admin create the Illuminate cards? Need to think that over. Store's the very first location where we saw the guy in the suit. Oh yeah, where we saw Tajiri. Why did the SAMEZIMA admin create the cards? Maybe they wanted to boast about the unfortunate fates of the cards holders? And they wanted to boast about the unfortunate fates? That doesn't seem right. Feels like there's really negative reason somehow. Okay, so it feels like they wanted to predict the unfortunate fate. Maybe they wanted to predict the unfortunate fates of the card's holders? Is there something with SAMEZIMA and Azami's name having the same letters? I don't think so. I mean, that could come up, but there's been nothing that's come up about it yet. I mean, it's been in my mind, but SAMEZIMA is just basically like a mix on SAMEZIMA, the SAMEZIMA incident. They just replaced the J with a Z, but Azami could have something to do with it. I don't know where it's going. Yes, that must be it. Every person who had an Illuminate card had gone missing. That being said, I do have an Illuminate card, so I am in this group. Fallen asleep a few times during the stream. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of threads and stuff going on in this, so makes sense. I can't keep up with it all. Which means, since I have the Devastation and Judgment card, something will happen to me too? Hang on, it seems like it wouldn't just be me? I wish I had a bit more information about the Genesis card. Hey you're with the center! Huh? She's the one in that photo. Suddenly surrounded? What are you doing? What's that you're writing? Terrorist plot you're about to carry out? No, that's not it. I'm planning to stop the SAMEZIMA admin. So it is something to do with that admin. No, I'm the holder of this Devastation and Judgment card. I don't really think you can just sit down and have a calm conversation with an angry mob. She's only thinking of carrying out that prophecy. Stop her and we can stop the prophecy. Don't let that terrorist get away with it. Get her! No, wait, listen to me, Tajiri? My apologies for the wait. To Miri. Well, if it's Tamiri-san, then maybe... Get in. Let's talk after we get out of here. Wow, they just let me hop in, huh? They're not doing a very good job of apprehending me. Thank you so much, Tamiri-san, you saved me. Is Jasmine okay? Straight to the point, I see. She went for the admin and was knocked out. Still hasn't regained consciousness. Really? She's in the hospital? Where? Your kindness is a virtue, but we have no time to be making visits, not now. What? But... No, wait, I need to stay calm. Jasmine wouldn't ask me to go see her at this timing. What would Jasmine do? Actually, Tamiri-san? Do you know where Jasmine was doing her investigation? Information about such unusual topics as the SAMEZIMA admin and the Genesis card shouldn't be that easy to find. Sorry for the sudden questions. I thought you were a more naive person. The reason I came to find you was to take you there. What she was investigating there and how far she got. It was a case that only you can take over. I'm here to ask for your help. Your mom didn't have the brain capacity to register what happened, too busy being angry? Fair. Tamiri-san, where exactly are we heading? I won't get erased, will I? What is this all of a sudden? Well, the director said that people looking in this case might get erased, so... Maybe a slight misunderstanding, but I can't clarify things here and now. Fill you in when we get there. Should I be worried? By the way, that mob around you back there. Was it about the password device? The rumor that SAMEZIMA and the Urban Myth Dissolution Center are working together to bring about devastation and judgment. Yes, that's right. They're all saying that for some reason. I'll do what I can while we're on the move. I'll do some social media research. 6 clues. Heroes of the day. People have attacked the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. People are already talking about them. They might be the ones posting about it themselves. Zimmer's up to something again? They should just stop. People really don't seem like Zimmers. I read the article. There's saints trying to stop the center staff from committing terrorist attacks. Saints? Bunch of violent saints, aren't they? How pathetic that some random person gathered evidence and took care of the problem while the police are just useless. Why aren't they working? What does that do, though? Not taking it easy on the police. What has that ruckus back there achieved? They acted too rashly. Attacking like that without any proof could be considered a crime. The mob and the Zimmers are similar. Surprising number of people are driven by their fears. It's the same dude, same profile picture, shepherding hate towards us. Yeah, it's always the jackass with the car. Center supporters only believe in them because they don't know any better. The information available already pointed to the possibility of a terrorist attack, so they needed to act immediately. Supporters? You're talking about the people who defend the center. Guilty until proven innocent? Who gets to be the judge of that? Theory that center staff are terrorists. They just kept it online. This could have been peaceful, but there are actual incidents happening in real life and it's only getting more extreme. Wonder which incident this comment's about. As you said, vigilantes and Zimmers aren't so different. Whichever one, it gets to be a problem if they grow in numbers. Can't even laugh about this. Bomb threats don't make good jokes. People seem to think it's a joke or a false alarm. More people are starting to believe. Better a slow spread than all at once. If everyone panicked at the same time, things could get really bad. Why do terrorism? These Zimmers are terrifying. Where can we run? Scary. There was a safe place people could take refuge. If we knew their purpose, we could take preventative measures, but no idea yet. A lot of people have looked at this post. Reaction to Zimmers are terrifying. I'll look into that. Need those glasses, The Zimmers in the center are acting under Satomu Kisaragi's influence. Same with the Great Reset BS. So annoying. Satomu Kisaragi's influence, huh? You agree? Great Reset that Satomu Kisaragi wrote about. Some people seem to believe this is the time to make it a reality. I see. So it's a topic of interest among some circles. Getting a reaction here. I'll do a search on Satomu Kisaragi's influence. Oh, so this is what Mr. Tomorigi is speaking of. What does she say? Don't really get how, but she finds keywords. That's right, I don't really get how. What is clear is that the Zimmers are trying to carry out Satomu Kisaragi's occult Great Reset. Yasmin mentioned something. She said occult Great Reset is a must-read for occult fans. Being passionate about things is lovely, but getting too obsessed isn't. Getting locked into one point of view can bend the truth, you know. Zimmers are terrifying. Satomu Kisaragi's influence? There we go. No way. The Zimmers caused incidents in the Urban Myth Dissolution Center, just wants to ride the media wave. We're not trying to ride anything. Aloha shirt-clad muscles. Unpopular opinion, but I support the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. People who call themselves heroes and attack others, you're the ones who should meet devastation. Wow, I mean, I appreciate the support. Kind of violent, huh? Is there anything about a terrorist group in the Illuminae card prophecies? So most people think the Zimmers are a terrorist group. The news has portrayed them as a mysterious group committing terrorist incidents. Like most people probably don't think about whether they're actually Zimmers or not. Reaction to terrorist group, I'll have to look into it. These glasses belong to you. The rector gave them to me. How did things get so bad? Illuminae cards and Zimmers? How did it all come to this? Maybe this person posts on SAMEZIMA. It is not like every Zimmer is an extremist or terrorist. SAMEZIMA is on the dark web, so it's also not that innocent. You must not have expected this. I always look forward to their videos about various urban myths. Here are the Center's channel. When things get back to normal, I'd like to help with the videos too. Center director probably isn't human. There's gotta be a weak point that will expose his true identity, like the eyes of the neck. What are they saying? Director's a bit out there, but definitely human. Cult fans have only seen the director with a mask on. It does make sense they'd imagine these things. Alright, the director always wears a mask in videos. Not really against devastation or whatever. Wow. Yeah, people like that think they know it all. They need better imaginations. Don't object to the Great Reset, but has the Center announced their views or not? Maybe this person is a Zimmer, even for those who aren't Zimmers. A lot of people seem to hope that society will change. Was the decision made on a whim? Why suddenly announce an act of terrorism? Were they busy? It may seem sudden to some people, but creating the cards, carrying out the prophecies, it must have taken a really long time to prepare. True. A project of that scale, too. How many were involved in planning it? Zimmers are terrifying. Terrorist group. Got it. I've been checking SAMEZIMA for a while. When the terrorist attack happened, I was surprised they pulled it off. People call them a terrorist group, but that's a few of them. The Zimmers are terrifying, though. Poster didn't expect things to go this way either. I couldn't have imagined it. Is that site admin leading the Zimmers? Seems like an evil org, lol. Evil orgs in these times, just wild. Does seem like a game that kids made up. But there are actual terrorist attacks. Definitely not just a game. Heard a rumor that the admin is some super genius hacker. Did I write that in the journal before? People are saying that kind of thing. There should be some info on record out there. Assuming only the Zimmers know this, but if someone is familiar with the happy 77.7 billion yen leak, please do tell. I can't find any info. Happy? Sounds like a casino or something. Never heard of an incident with that name. Who even is this admin? The dude in a video? Who's behind that mask? Has anyone actually met him? Some of the Zimmers must have met them, right? Masked figure with no name, even if they had a gathering offline. How could you tell if the person you're meeting is the admin or not? Talked to them on the forum before. Right, they communicate on that website. They joined a voice chat before. I only got to chat with them for a bit, but I could tell they're really smart. Wow, someone actually talked to them. Voice only. Could be someone pretending to be them. Only they had recorded it. I already told you guys, you say the Illuminate cards are some prophecy, but that's exactly what the admin is trying to make you think. It's just the admin's roadmap to the Great Reset. It really is just a roadmap. And why go out of your way to make it with the Illuminate cards? Must have been some reason. Seems committed to carrying out the plan. Wish they weren't so committed. Aren't they a billionaire? Huh? They're rich? It's just a rumor, though. No idea how they earn their money. SAMEZIMA admin is smart, a top-class hacker, and rich. Must have committed some kind of crime to get that cash. So quick to judge. It's just really into the topic. Reaction to SAMEZIMA admin. Let's see what rumors I can dig up. Forgot where I read it, but there was some big incident with a hacking software called the something sign, but I can't find the article. That seems important. Something sign? Hacking software. If you dig too deep, you might be erased. People who dig up things they shouldn't know about the police are being taken out. Erased? They're talking about the SAMEZIMA incident. Tamiri-san, are the security police really doing such things? Can't say here. I'll tell you as soon as we arrive. Nice imagination. Can really underestimate imaginations like those, though. Really? SAMEZIMA admin. SAMEZIMA admin person was talking about some riddle in the video. Did it get solved yet? Solution. If only we could find some info that leads to a hint. Wonder how seriously people are taking it. Maybe first person to get the answer will go viral? Treating it like some entertaining event. Better for us if people keep calm. What's the riddle again? Something like doesn't matter, whatever you say. It was what does not exist even if you speak of it, so not too far off. It's on the website. What does not exist even if you speak of it? Looks like you answered on the page. Even if you solve it, what happens once you submit it? You get the next part of the prophecy, or they'll disclose their motives. Either way, you'd find out something. If there's anything you need, just let me know. I'll get it for you. Don't worry, the director gave me a laptop. You can call it something, so it must exist. If it didn't exist, you couldn't speak of it. You have a point. Like, it's not there. It's there, but not. Something that was there but is gone now? Something vintage or riddle for collectors? Is it talking about, like, covered up stories or stories that used to exist but don't anymore because, yeah? Is it specifically talking about the phenomenon of not being able to find links to things that did exist at one point because it's being covered up? A riddle for collectors? Being so old it's no longer here. Seems like the right direction. Could you say it doesn't exist? Doesn't exist. So fed up with you idiots yapping around here. Will it really end like this? Devastation you won't even see coming because you're so blissfully dense? Most people don't know what to do if they were told about impending doom. It's our job to save those people. It's too late. Like the prophecy, the riddle is probably talking about something in the future. I've been writing in answers, but still haven't gotten the right one. I think this person has been writing in answers since the riddle came out. I hope they keep trying. Devastation and judgment, I get it. But what exactly does that mean? If the world's gonna split in two, that's not exactly something we can do much about. Oof. That's true. If the world is ending, what could we even do? Can't plan devastation like that, much less carry it out. What are they even trying to accomplish with that video? The riddle? I don't see their endgame. Who exactly is the admin anyway? Threaten someone, you need to have something you want, a motive, right? Yes, but there were no demands listed in the video. However, perhaps what they want is for someone to solve their riddle. Who exactly is the admin? They haven't made any demands? The police haven't said anything? The police made any announcements? No, there's still much we do not know. It'd help to at least know what they want. Maybe what they're asking for doesn't exist, or it's unrelated. Asking for it no longer exists. There really is a lot going on in that riddle. Research done, we're almost there. Oh yeah. All done here. I'm gonna take another sip. There's a lot of reading. I have a general idea of your situation now. As well as the danger you're in. What should we do? Listen, we have to delegate and split duties. I will ensure your safety myself. Miss Tomarigi would never forgive me if something happened to her dear colleague. Her dear colleague? That's why I'm going to ask you to trace her footsteps. What she looked into and what she realized. There's a reason you're the only one who can do this. I'll explain when we get there. I see. It's because of my foresight, my clairvoyance. Need to trace Jasmine's footsteps. Also, where is it we're going? The place we're about to go to must remain a secret between you and me. Let's go. Miss Fukurai, do you know what a no-solved case is? Yeah? No-solved case? Not one that couldn't be solved? An unresolved case? It's a case that should not be solved. Oh. Cases where the investigation was discontinued for whatever reason. We call that a no-solved case. There are actually cases like that? The National Police Agency has a secret warehouse with those materials. We call it the Closet. Miss Tomarigi went to the closet looking for records of the incident. Maybe she found information about the Genesis card at the closet. If so, one more thing before we enter. The materials stored here, the staff working here, and the fact that the closet even exists, we need you to keep everything a secret. Secret? A secret, okay, got it. Well, what if I get disappeared by the members that don't want this information to get out? This is clearly covering up. This is... When an incident occurs, the best method is to work steadily until it's resolved. Yet they say there's an order that must be maintained even at the cost of that approach. Is there such deception? That's why I don't like this place. Fair enough. Miss Fukurai, please try following Miss Tomarigi's traces here, with that power. Why look into Jasmine's actions? Miss Tomarigi was injured before she could report the information she found here. There's some connection between the answer to the riddle and the Illuminate cards. She learned about the Genesis card here, so there must be clues somewhere. If there's anything you don't understand, please ask the librarian. Understood. Info on the Genesis card and info related to the riddle. I'll follow Jasmine's footsteps. Okay. This is different. What is the Genesis card? Let's look at the traces first. Because that'll probably give me good stuff. The shadow, it's Jasmine. She's taking out files from the shelf, but it doesn't look like she's that focused, so maybe the shelf isn't it. Wait, should I have looked at that again just to... Yeah, sometimes there's a look closer. The shadow must be Jasmine. What's she doing? Looking for something. Has she given up on looking? She wanted to check the materials here, but the whole box is gone. Maybe that's why? Maybe the librarian knows something? You smoking? Jasmine Shadow. Jasmine, I really hope you're okay. Seems Seems to be searching for a file. Oh no, she's like pointing. I thought that was like her holding a cigarette. Looks like she's reading a file from the shelf. I'll take a look at the shelf. E03. Alright. Shelf E04, boxes filled with files. Examine. This is the shelf Jasmine was checking, but there's way too many materials to go through. There's no time to read everything. If only there was some way to narrow them down. Shelf E03, lots of boxes. Okay, we need to ask the librarian. E02, so many materials. Hard to think all of these are no-solves. E01, does the librarian manage everything here alone? Incredible. I can't imagine there's that many people coming in looking for the stuff. Shelf D99, the boxes are totally packed in here. Wait, there's a space where one is missing. Yep. D98, is it all paper materials? Materials here all seem to be records of incidents that happened. This piece of paper is sticking out. Hacking incident by Natasha Singh. Ooh, give it a read? Natasha Singh, was that an urban myth related to social media? Platform Happy, used by politicians and the wealthy, had been hacked. It's been revealed that the platform is used for money laundering. Cryptocurrency is also circulating there, but the transactions remain untraceable. Hacking tools? I'm pretty sure this was mentioned on socials. Yeah, it was. Damage amounted to 77.7 billion yen. This was the happy incident. With significant impacts throughout the world, so it's potentially the rich covering this shit up, which I'm not surprised by. 77 billion? Tasha Singh used in this hacking incident. Only its creator, a genius hacker, is capable of using it. As to the incident called the Happy 77.7 billion yen leak. Users of Happy include top police officials, and the details of the case are stored in CL. You know the incident happened, and CL means here, right? That means they gave up on solving the case? Yeah, probably because they got paid to not do it. I don't know more about this case, but I need to keep moving. Hacker part sounds a bit like the admin, but there's no proof. Time to look elsewhere. That's one clue. The shelf is labeled D97, and these are filled with boxes that have files. Wonder where I should begin. Okay. What does our case look like? Oh my god, we've already made it so far. Holy shit. Yeah, this might be a very short one, actually. Okay. Hi. Excuse me? Commissioner Tamiri has informed me of the situation. However, I never saw you here, and anything I happen to say is just me talking to myself. Understood. About this place. You work here as a librarian? My job is simply to manage the materials here. It's just one of the locations used for storing materials related to various incidents handled by the police. If it comes here, that means the case no longer needs to be solved. No longer needs to be solved? So this place stores materials like that, I see. Or stuff they don't want to be solved. Jasmine. Were you here when Jasmine was looking into things? Miss Tomarigi. I happen not to have seen her. Huh? With so much dust flying around that day, some flies on the shelf seemed to have flipped over. Some files on the shelf. Pretending that Jasmine wasn't here. We passed the Genesis card, what was being looked into, from which shelf. And Jasmine managed to find information on the card. Let's follow Jasmine's traces to find out what she was looking at. Missing box. I think there's a box missing from shelf D99. Do you happen to know what was in it? 99. Might be a file that was destroyed. No way for me to look it up. Seriously? Related materials might be in E04, although I'm not sure how useful they'll be. Thank you. Guess I'll be talking to myself quite a bit. My apologies for asking you to do this. Oh, I'm kinda glad you did. Is Jasmine going to be okay? She fell 10 meters along with a steel floorboard. With bruises all over and several broken bones, she hasn't regained consciousness yet. I see. Jasmine, I really hope you're okay. What kind of information was Jasmine-san collecting? She was supposed to tell me after the Kurosawa House incident. Things were quite hectic then. If there was time, we could have done a follow-up investigation, but that's no longer possible. I see. Is it really okay for me to be here? Librarian has informed me of the circumstances, including my feelings on the matter, so we have their cooperation. Does that mean no one else in the police force knows we're here? If anyone found out, myself and the librarian would be fired immediately. There might even be more consequences. Let's keep it a secret, okay? Secret? Yes, of course. What a heavy secret. So you're like acting out against your superiors in the police department, you know, that are definitely trying to cover this shit up. Okay, so we want to go to D99. Or not that one. It was E03 that we wanted to look at. Again. No, we've already done that. Here we go. U04, related materials. I don't even know what kind of related materials. Wait, these materials look a bit crumpled. Maybe this? Matsuda? Matsuda. Ryoto Matsuda interrogated as a suspect. Is that Matsuda-san from the Netherworld tour? Or just someone with the same name? Colleague of the victim Nomura, Matsuda had a motive for committing murder. Upon interrogation, an alibi was established, an incident where Matsuda-san's colleague was killed. Could it be the Ueno Tenshu incident? Investigation ended by decision of Deputy Inspector General Kurosawa. Send to the closet, huh? Deputy Inspector General Kurosawa, Kurosawa-san's father? First, let's show Tamiri-san this document. So you covered it up, and you didn't want it looked into anymore. So did Matsuda murder? I mean, you had the mark on your arm, but then you said like, oh yeah, no, there's this reason why that's not the case, why I'm definitely not the one that did it. Visualizing traces. What an impressive power you have. Not the documents stored in shelf E4. There are documents saying that Matsuda-san from the Netherworld tour was a suspect. Mr. Marugi sent me reports on the tour about Matsuda. Matsuda was Kengo Nomura's colleague, I believe, it seems. Yes, the documents mention that Matsuda-san had an alibi. Mrs. Ami, did you read all of this? No, I just wanted to tell you about it. What did it say? There are records of items that were popular during the Ueno Tenshu incident, the Tenshu t-shirt. I heard about that on the tour. They put images of the victim on the t-shirts. So tasteless. Also a prophetic card. Prophetic card? You mean an Illuminate card? Prophecy of death. How could there be an Illuminate card if that was 7 years ago? Not an Illuminate card, it just seemed to be a card with a prophecy. Seems like this card predicted Kisaragi's death. Don't know who did this, but it's pretty disturbing. Now think of it, I feel like the director mentioned something like this. I really didn't expect Nomura-san's case to be in the closet. For the police, this case might not have been only about the Nomura siblings. What do you mean? Investigation was terminated by the Deputy Inspector General, that's Director Kurosawa. So it was Kurosawa-san's father? So he stopped the investigation because it would look bad for them if it was solved? The case wasn't just stopped. He hid the fact that it had been terminated and wiped everything from existence. Yup! Government cover-ups! Why would he do such a thing? Alright. That must be some new form of bot that Seribot doesn't get. So Seribot may need to be updated with that one, because this same bot hit Oodle's stream as well. And Oodles also said like it didn't get him. So it seems like Sari needs to update with this one. There we go. Get bopped. Okay. Nah, you're good, Bugs. I was nodding off instead of nodding off. Really wonder if anyone... You would be shocked, Del, unfortunately. As a person that used to moderate a big Discord, God, like, it's crazy what people click on. And yeah, they wouldn't do it if people didn't click on them. There's also the odd situations where like chat's moving and one of those bots posts their message and someone just happens to be clicking on the chat right when it comes across and you click on it that way too. But they prey on the ignorant and probably young as well. Alright. What is the Genesis card? Okay, I need to think about the Genesis card. While looking into the documents here at the closet, I found mentions of Matsuda. There are information from 7 years ago about things like the Tenchu t-shirt. Also mentions of a card rumored to have predicted Kisaragi's suicide. Seems like the rumors that the director saw on the SAMEZIMA site were true. So the Genesis card that Jasmine mentioned is... maybe it's an incident related to the... well, this probably goes here. Maybe it's a prophetic card related to the incident involving Nomura-san. Maybe it's a prophetic card related to the incident involving Nomura? Yeah, that makes sense. Prophetic card mentioned in the documents along with the Tenchu t-shirts. All these incidents that happened after Nomura-san's death. Genesis card's prophecy may be affecting the Illuminate cards and the Zimmer's actions. Genesis card's prophecy. Let's think about the answer to the riddle. Am I the only one buffering? It looks like we dropped some frames there. So it looks like it's stable now. I don't know what that is. Like, my internet has been rock solid all day. And if I do anything else, the internet is fine, so... this must be some weirdness on Twitch's end. I have to assume. Otherwise, it's like... I don't know. Like, my internet's not going down. Usually if I have internet issues, it's going down. It's not like that it's unstable, but this is like unstable, which makes me think it's like a platform issue. But should be good now. Is it good now? Today Twitch updated? It was happening last night a little bit on Big Hops. But I wouldn't be surprised if they fucked something up. Weirdly, when it keeps happening, it's like my bitrate goes higher, and then that causes it to drop. Which is odd. It's like Twitch can't keep up with my bitrate increasing or something. I don't know. It's very weird. Illuminate cards are made based on the Genesis card. Does that mean the admin is causing an incident based on a prophecy from 7 years ago? Incidents in a prophetic card from that time. If they lead to the riddle's answer, well, does not exist even if you speak of it. The answer to the SAMEZIMA's admin's riddle is... maybe it's the... Ueno Tenshu incident, where... maybe it's the... where... Seiji Kurosawa called off the investigation? Yeah. That seemed too simple, but... maybe it's the Ueno Tenshu incident where Seiji Kurosawa called off the investigation? Yeah, that makes sense. So many people knew and were talking about this case they could speak of it, but not only was the case not solved, the investigation was terminated and hidden from existence. That's what does not exist, even if you speak of it. Must be the answer to the riddle, so it was what I was saying, like, just government cover-up, basically. Alright. Tamiri-san, I think I know the answer to the riddle. The case where the Genesis card appeared, that was how everything began. That case does not exist even if you speak of it. For those who don't know about this place, they won't be able to get the riddle's answer no matter how hard they try. If we answer it, do you think we can stop the devastation and judgment? We have no way of knowing. All we can do is give it a try. Can you use the computer that the director gave me? What? No internet connection? Nope, you can't, not here. Don't worry though, I talked to the librarian. We can connect from his desk. Page with the riddle on it, and here's where you enter the answer. Go on and type it in. Answer to the riddle is Ueno Tenshu incident. Okay, I was like, are you typing it or am I? That's not enough asterisks. Congratulations! Correct answer! This is... Yes, it's the right answer. Huh? So it doesn't stop the countdown. Tamiri-san, what do we do? Scroll down, there's something here. Yes, I'll read it out loud. Congratulations. What are you going to do when you get to me? I want to avenge Satomu Kisaragi. What do you want to do? Only I can ask myself that question. What does that mean? Avenge Kisaragi, and only I can ask myself. The latter sounds tough to get. Let's start with the former. It seems easier to understand. Reading it literally, seems like the admin's plan is to avenge Satomu Kisaragi. The admin, who shouldn't know about the closet, speaks of avenging Kisaragi. So is the admin someone who's connected to the Ueno Tenshu incident? Might be documents here about people connected. I'll try to find some, along with documents on Satomu Kisaragi. Okay. We're going back in, and this is still the same thing. Yeah, we just got like another part. About the documents? It's one of the days where I talk to myself more than usual. Never saw you here. Yeah. Okay. I mean, there shouldn't be anything new here. Yeah, it should just be finds. Nope, I can observe you. Jasmine Shadow. I really hope you'll be okay. Shadow is definitely Jasmine. What's she doing? Okay, so E4 we don't need. Documents about the Tenshu incident. Jasmine was checking the shelf. I think I can look over it quickly and find what I need. This isn't it. Where is it? Oh! Kisaragi, an assistant professor at Inugami University, was interrogated as a suspect in the Ueno Tenshu incident. This is it. Jasmine must have seen this. Read documents. One moment after the Ueno Tenshu incident, countless rumors have spread throughout the internet, pointing to Kisaragi as the culprit. Despite a perfunctory interrogation, he had an alibi on that day. Security camera footage confirmed that he was at a restaurant with the victim's younger sister, Tomoko Nomura. Was he really taken as a suspect, all because of online rumors? Lots of boxes with files. Keep reading. However, public opinion continued to weigh heavily upon Kisaragi. 3 months after the incident, Kisaragi committed suicide at his home. The world kept treating him like a criminal, even though he had an alibi. The police didn't make any announcements about it. I guess the whole case was hidden by then. Yeah? What's this? Kisaragi was looking into the incident on his own, obtaining information from many people, including hypotheses about the culprit. Maybe there's still some information that can be used to identify the culprit? Storage location D99. No way, the information collected by Dr. Kisaragi was destroyed? I have to ask the librarian if there are any left. Okay. So go ask the librarian about that, because that was the box that was clearly destroyed. You'll need to answer me, but please do keep talking to yourself. Mr. Librarian, do you know where I can find documents on Satomu Kisaragi? Are the documents in shelf D99 all thrown away? Discarded materials cannot be recovered. Is there nothing we can do? When disposing of them, I had some trouble. I organized the documents based on contents and name to decide what shelves they go in. We're not playing around here. If they're not returned to the right shelf... Anyhow, I have no knowledge of you coming here, checking documents, or moving anything. Maybe the librarian is giving me some kind of hint? Jasmine moved the documents? Let's take another look. Okay, so that's what happened. You moved the documents. Alright. Hey there. Looking more closely, the shadow is sticking something in this space. Maybe she's moving something to another shelf? Okay. Observe. All the documents about no solved cases? No way. Something placed there. What did you place there, Jasmine? What? No way. Documents on Kisaragi? Since they might all get destroyed if left in one place, maybe Jasmine was trying to scatter them? Jasmine, I'm going to read it right now. Kisaragi wrote down the results of his investigation on paper. We will try to retrieve it from the research lab where he works. Try to retrieve? What? Tried to just take it from him? Due to resistance from the uni professors, retrieval was impeded. Impossible to proceed further. Related information on the internet has been partially deleted. What is this? Maybe it's a record of how the incident was covered up? Sounds like it. Why go this far? Kisaragi's traces. Hey, thanks for the raid, Oodles. Hope your hope your stream went well. Are you also having weird issues with dropped frames and Twitch being weird? Because I have been. It's been happening since last night, and I have to assume it's Twitch's end, but hope your Animal Crossing went well. Congratulations on your new leopard friend that moved in. Yeah, I had a few dropped frames here and there. Okay, so maybe it isn't just me. Because, yeah, it's, like, very weird. It's very, very weird. Dola loves Furry Island? Yeah, Dola would. But yeah, it's just, like, random spikes, and nothing happens to my internet. Everything else is working fine. It's really just... It's odd. It's very odd. Kisaragi's traces. Let's go. I'm at the beginning of this game, so a lot of this isn't going to make sense. Sorry people that hopped in. But this game has beautiful art. Appreciate the beautiful art. Seems like Satomu Kisaragi was looking into the Ueno Tenchu incident on his own. The actual documents have already been destroyed. In order to uncover the admin's identity, I have to find those documents. It's not here in the closet. Where should I look next? Honestly, given current events, I could have went without this game broaching the subject of the government destroying documents to cover up something that they're complicit in. I could have went without that. Hits a little close to home. Where is it that we should go? Maybe it's in... Wait, maybe it's in... the research lab at Inugami University where Kisaragi used to work. Really is an evergreen sort of government thing to do, yeah. It really is. Unfortunately. Would be nice if we had accountability, but... he was in the research lab at Inugami. Right, the professors at Inugami University didn't let them take Satomu Kisaragi's documents. So they might still be at that research lab. Which is a research lab at my uni? What are the chances? Anyway, let's go talk. Let go! Hey, I gotta go to a university because they stood up to the government and said, no, fuck you, we're not giving you this info. The admin could be someone involved in the incident. Maybe those who were involved can know all the details. Kisaragi wasn't the culprit. Jasmine's traces led me to information about Satomu Kisaragi. Dr. Kisaragi was considered a suspect all because of online rumors. How pathetic. The police just went along with the internet opinions. Seems that Dr. Kisaragi had an alibi and was cooperating with the investigation. Director Kurosawa ended the investigation. Dr. Kisaragi seems to have been looking into the Tenchu incident on his own. All those documents were destroyed. Wonder what that's like? Yeah. It's a mystery. Miri-san, maybe the research lab at my uni. Research lab at Inugami University might still have case files. Well thought. However, it's been so long now, I'm sure everything's been wiped from there as well. Seems like uni professors at the time kept the documents safe. Also, I might be able to find something with my clairvoyance. Were there any police officers who had that power? There were not. We have to go there. There's no other way, we have to. Let's go! I'm going back to uni. So police really covered up the Ueni Tenchu incident? At the time, Deputy Inspector General Kurosawa wanted to hide the incident for some reason. From the answer to the riddle, that seems directly related to the admin's purpose and motives. Maybe the culprit of the Tenchu incident is written somewhere in Dr. Kisaragi's documents. And there's info that will lead us to the admin? For now, all we can do is hope. I'll drive. Come with me. Yes. I get to be a passenger princess some more. Oh, it's already been 6 hours. Someone has answered the riddle. Excellent. The person who knows what doesn't exist. I know that you will understand me. However, devastation and judgment is the promised future. Let us anticipate the moment when the countdown reaches 0. in the company of our guests. Hmm? Ah, they're all bound and gagged. 6 hours left. Are those just all people that are a part of the incident and a part of the cover-up? Until devastation and judgment. Okay. No way, hostages? Hope they're not planning on a public execution. Execution? We have to figure out their location soon. We have to stop this. The announcement is really causing panic. Leave that to the pros, to the police. They're still searching. Let's get to the bottom of who the admin is. This is something only we can do. Yes. Also, I'm so sorry. Police are the ones who caused this incident. Director Kurosawa hadn't stopped the investigation. If the truth had come to light, none of this would have happened. It's almost like you need to have checks and balances that can hold people accountable so that one person at the head of an organization doesn't have all of the power to make a decision as big as covering up documents and forcing everybody to be hush about it. And we wouldn't have gotten you into this mess. I don't see this as you getting me into it. I was definitely surprised about that closet, but you and Jasmine are both doing everything you can to find out the truth. There are a lot of different people in different places. Not everyone is the same. This is what I like about you. Thank you. Hard to tell from that expression, but it's a compliment, I think. What? That's so weird. Yeah, it's a wild way to do anything. You don't want people to be able to, you know, be checked by others. Just put all the power in one person, you know? A better idea? Pizza party for morale? Yeah, and it's like Little Caesars. The $5 hot and now anytime. Oh, wow. Kisaragi's research lab, it's all still here. The professor protected the case files, treating them as research material he left behind. The research lab is still here after all this time. They must have really cared about him. This Satomu Kisaragi seems like a complete different person from the one talked about online. It's true. They really took care of the things he left. By the way, since this is your school, we'll make sure nobody finds out that you were here with me. Not worried about that at all. We should get down to investigating the research lab, Dr. Kisaragi's documents, and info about the admin. I'll find them and figure out that location. Time to drink more. Okay, yeah, now we're here. So 2 scenes left. Oh god. Ugh. Is this me or is this grown man sketch as fuck? Yeah. I mean, he's the quote-unquote good cop / investigator that is currently helping us unravel a bunch of corruption inside the police department. But still a cop. I don't have enough time. Sorry for making you do all of this. I'll look into this, don't worry. Mir-san, what's the current situation? 6 hours until the time limit and people are being held hostage. We don't know what the admin plans to do, but we must hurry if we want to rescue these hostages. We have to find their location as quickly as possible and stop the admin. Now there are tons of familiar looking objects and books. Kind of like being in the center. Folklore and the occult have similar appeal. Maybe because both involve field research and gathering information. Mir-san, do you know anything about Dr. Kisaragi? I heard from an acquaintance who spoke with him before at work. Small talk turned into talk of birthplaces and the rumors around those locations. Oh, it seemed like their conversation might be about the occult. They actually ended up talking about local customs. Huh. Maybe he was talking really fast and being so excited. Did seem like a bit of an eccentric enthusiast, but a likable person as well. Okay, there's tons here. The shadow is probably Dr. Kisaragi's trace. Wait, I feel nervous? I'm shaking? Digging through the drawers? Maybe it's a chase of him putting something away. First glance, there didn't seem to be anything in the drawer. Let's take the glasses off and check it out. I'll do that in a sec. Were you T-posing? This must be Dr. Kisaragi? I guess it's a trace from long ago. Even with the glasses off, it's all blurry and hard to it's all blurry and hard to see. You have a beret? Okay. Well, over here, we've examined those. Is this the desk that Dr. Kisaragi used? Surprisingly tidy, and there's just a photo in a frame. There's someone in the photo. Dr. Kisaragi when he was little? There's another kid. How cute. Could this be some kind of clue? So many things in the drawers. A rock and a knife? Maybe it's not inside a drawer, but stuck somewhere behind it? Yeah, a notebook. Why was it here? This looks like Dr. Kisaragi's diary. Oh, I suddenly feel dizzy. I'm alright. What was that? You probably didn't eat enough like me. That's right. What's in this notebook? If the Sphinx is a guardian dog, where's the other one? Anything here about the Tenshu incident? Maybe we should follow more traces with clairvoyance. The Sphinx is a guardian dog. Well, there was like a coffin back here. Take a peek. What? Didn't expect that. I can feel it? Touch it? Oh my god. What was that just now? Was that really a trace? It's kind of like I'm seeing someone else's memories. Could there be something written in the diary? Huh? What? This looks really clear. Why? Something a bit different about this one. What's this one doing with its hands outstretched? How strange. It's not that scary. So clear I can almost touch him. Maybe I'm using my clairvoyance too much. It's making me see strange things. I'll just pause using clairvoyance and look through the diary. Okay. Wonder if there's anything around the desk. Read the diary. 2 meter, 40 centimeter tall woman, an abandoned ranch full of mysteries. Research notes in the margins. Our lives changed after the accident. I don't mean this in a bad way. Everyone at the orphanage is kind. It's still so hard to believe that we have to go on without our parents. I have to be a really good big brother. What I saw earlier was that... And when he says our lives, does that mean the one in this photo is his younger brother? There's something written? My dear sidekick is such a great hacker. Huh? Hacker? The occult info I added the other day was deleted. Cries. Right, he was just a kid then. I guess it's just nonsense. You got scolded again the other day in the PC room. What were you up to? You said it's noisy in your head. I'm worried that you're acting out because of that. Gifted. I don't know about that. Put my hands on your cheeks and say a magic spell to help you feel calm. No, it does feel calming if you do that. Yeah, hands on cheeks can help. I don't know if I'd want people's hands on my cheeks. Just hug me. That's more calming. Piles of books and papers. Trying to read through it would take years. Ancient sleeping methods and religion and diet? A ghost story and ghost story tellers, induction talk and non-occult books. Little Gray Studies number 82. Internet rumors? So many different genres. This doesn't seem related. It's about the rumors behind occult stories. In the past they came from the shops where people gathered, but now they can be found all over the internet. Observe. Are these notebooks all handwritten by Dr. Kisaragi? Unbelievable how many there are. This one's handwritten as well. Report number 96 on interviews with Kokuri practitioners. Interview notes from 100 temple-born people and mountain mysteries from Sherpas? He did all these interviews and wrote them up? Netherworld research book. Is this maybe from when he was researching the Ueno Netherworld? Something's not right. The police won't return the materials I put together on Nomura-kun's case. Got my eye on the person I think is the culprit, but if I name him and I'm wrong, I have to get down to the truth for Nomura-kun. Another document related to the case. I should show this to Tomiri. Okay, let's look at the other stuff. So many books and notebooks. I wonder how many are in this whole room. A lot of books in the center too, but this place has piles of handwritten notebooks. Is this a plant encyclopedia? Other pages. Whoa, demons? An illustration of a monster? What kind of book is this? I think it's an Oodles book. It's Occult Great Reset. Right, he's the one who wrote this. What's this secret project? Ow. Secret Society project? Is this a picture of what people in a secret society would wear? I got mad after finding out that I drew eyes on their bath towel with a marker. Is this a project notebook made by the Kisaragi siblings? Secret Society, a project, but it's written by kids. Ask Tamiri to take a look. Kids making a secret society. Oh no, so many books piled up. None of this is organized. I have no idea where to start. Not sorted by genre, organized so the spines are visible? Oh, that's awful. Guess Dr. Kisaragi isn't the type who does that. You got to at least put the spine forward. Come on. Foreign book. Looks like an art book. And here's an old worn notebook. Little Gray Studies number 35 and random notes. 35 notes on Little Grays? Where are 34 and 33? This is gonna be tough. Are Little Grays, is it referring to like aliens? Like gray aliens? That's what I think of. But I'm not sure. It's time for more water too. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The Gray Men would make sense for that. You have a lot of observations on them. Wait, there's another Netherworld research book here? Because, like, that was number 35. 35 books filled with them? Is there info here about the case? Better if I don't do anything in public for a while. As long as people still have this image of me, anything else I say will only fan the flames. He write this when people are accusing him of being the culprit? How do they know about my family? Because of me, this is getting to my family. I need to inform the police and ask for their help. Unfortunately, the police just took advantage of you. It's like Final Fight. I think it was Final Fight. It was Final Fight or Streets of Rage that has the thing that says, rely only on your fist. Cops will never help you. There are several groups doing things like this, but I'm pretty sure this time it's a group called the Five Society. I'm sure it's them. Ah, this is it. Information about the actual culprit. The Five Society, a group of 5 students. They filmed themselves capturing a criminal like some sort of vigilante streamers. Ironically, their video itself is conclusive evidence of their crime. The video itself was deleted, but the comments left should be enough. Hurts deeply when I think of him, but this is the truth. I have to do this. Oh. Does Tamiri-san know about it? You were... Oh no, you were the victim of like vigilante justice, basically, but seemingly a fucked up version of justice because they weren't actually doing real justice at all. Excuse me, Tamiri-san? What's up? Dr. Kisaragi apparently lost his parents in an accident and went into an orphanage with his sibling. Photo on the desk is probably showing the 2 of them. You know where that orphanage is? Oh, I didn't see it written down. Looked into Satomu Kisaragi before. Remember, the information was encrypted and couldn't be viewed. It's not information that the police wanted to hide. It means someone other than the police encrypted that information? If so, the admin's identity is... This couldn't be. This was made by kids, so I know it's not that convincing. What do you think of this drawing? Kisaragi brothers wrote about their secret society project in this notebook. Hold on a moment. Yes? What is it? Oh, sorry, I was covering it with my hand. It's this, the secret society. Miss Fukurai, are you looking at this with clairvoyance? What? No, I'm not wearing the glasses and it's right here, look. No, there's something written here. At least nothing... there's nothing written here, at least nothing that I can see. Huh? What? I use my clairvoyance too much and make my vision go weird? A page seen with clairvoyance. Tamiri-san, do you know what the Five Society is? Apparently the real culprits of the Tenshu incident are a group of 5 student streamers called the Five Society. There's a note saying their video itself is conclusive evidence of their guilt. I think the stream died again. That is weird that that keeps happening. I think it died again for like a second. Wait, no, still going. I will hold until it figures its stuff out. Like I said, no idea why that's happening. Like, last night and today, mostly. Okay, it seems like it's recovering. Wonder if those streamers are the streamers the CEO lead? That would make sense, because yeah, it did say the CEO led a group of streamers. I see. That means the incident itself must have been relatively straightforward. I also tried to do a search on the criminal group, but the whole page seems to be deleted from the video website. Police must have already gotten to it. Don't worry, I'll look into it. Yes, please. Could you please keep looking for info about the admin? Yes. Oh, it's dying again. What is with it today? I've like never had this particular issue with Twitch before. So it really makes me feel like they did something weird. It might be stabilizing again. Okay, it's stabilizing again. It's stabilizing again. Yeah, that is so weird. It's just like for random, like a few seconds at a time, it'll just shit the bed. Every time you said it's dying, I had buffering. Yeah, I don't know like what it's doing there. Cause like OBS isn't saying I'm having any issues with like, you know, my CPU or anything being maxed out that's causing the issue. It is definitely just like some sort of connection problem, but my internet is fine. No issues there. And that for like a week straight, it was so frustrating. I don't know what's causing it. It just started happening last night randomly. I've never dealt with this before. Yeah, I mean, it's dying like, you know, like every 20 minutes or something. Last night, it was, it had like one big time where it happened. It happened like at the beginning of the stream, and then it happened like kind of at the end of the stream. And that was like a 5-hour stream. You said something about dying, I didn't notice anything? Yeah, I mean, maybe it's affecting some people and not other people. Or it might be like what people are watching it on. Like maybe people watching it on mobile are having more issues than people watching on like PC or vice versa. It seems stable now again though. Okay, so we exhausted your dialogue, I think. No. Nothing else there. Okay. Keep looking. Anything like that written here? What's this? So many names? List of streamers. There it is. Vigilante streamers. The 5 Society. Oh, all the comments from streamers and viewers are right there. Was he watching for changes in their reactions? How much time did this take? Dr. Kisaragi narrowed down the culprit who killed Nomura-san based on various information. Warnold notebook. This notebook has diary entries in it too, from after the Tenshu incident? Diary entries. Was Dr. Kisaragi able to write anything with all that going on? You know, I like urban myths. When I do research on folklore, rumors gradually turn into occult stories, which turn into urban myths. I love how they're created and come to life, how interesting it is that they reflect cultures and customs. But now I can't stand seeing or hearing rumors anymore. People's rumors, story that shift and grow, urban myths. I used to love all of those things. The most important values I hold are getting messed up. It really hurts. A stained page. This page, I can feel what happened here even without clairvoyance. It's all stained and crumpled. It hurts. No answer from them since. Don't the police want to solve this case? Body won't move right lately. Even when I'm at home, angry voices come pouring in from outside. So sorry. Who is he saying sorry to? Interesting. Keep reading. I know you've been trying to make me feel better. I can't get the words out to respond about rumors or occult stories. I feel incredibly guilty for making you feel bad. Getting dragged down because of me. How did it come to this? It's just I can't take this anymore. Dr. Kisaragi. Prophecy. It's something about a prophecy. Prophecies will come true someday. As long as you don't set a time, they will happen. We'll make the Great Reset happen. Let's go after rumors and talk about the occult again. One day. There will come a time when we can laugh and talk. I'll leave this as a prophecy. What does this mean? I mean, I have hypotheses. Time to think this over. Who on earth is the SAMEZIMA admin? I couldn't find any info leading directly to the admin in Dr. Kisaragi's research lab. Instead, I found lots of memories about Kisaragi-san's time in the orphanage written in his diaries. He wrote about the happy days that the brothers spent together. What's happening now is... this may be... a secret plan... that... was planned by... the Kisaragi brothers. That doesn't seem right. I think it's okay to just think about it without twisting too much. From searching lab, yeah. This may be... revenge that was planned by Tsutomu Kisaragi's younger brother. Yeah. Yes, that's right. If the hater attacks continued because the police wiped the Ueno Tenchu incident, that led to a suicide, then it makes sense that Kisaragi's younger brother wanted to get revenge. The fact that he's a hacker too, yeah, that matches up. But that's... plan for revenge. The SAMEZIMA admin is Tsutomu Kisaragi's younger brother. Plan for revenge against the Five Society, the criminals who drove his brother to commit suicide, and the police who tried to cover up the incident. Actually, wait a second. Dell's idea about it being, the tech CEO? That makes way too much sense if that was the streamer group that he ran, because the father would want to cover it up, and the person that covered up this entire thing was the head of the police department. So, I think this whole thing was that shithead tech CEO got him and his 4 streamer friends to do vigilante justice on this poor person, and then got his father, who worked at the police department, to cover it up. What's the new running walking shoes and just did my daily 5 miles? Felt like I was gliding. Yeah, sometimes good shoes or socks can help a ton. Once my blind guess was actually possibly right. I mean, it makes sense. I had forgotten, like, the streamer detail was in the back of my head, but we knew something was going on with that little shit. He wanted to help him, seeing his brother get pushed to the brink. He must have been by his brother's side for a long time. We still don't know what exactly he's trying to do, but he must be doing all this for his brother. Sfukarai, thank you very much for your help. From here on, the police will handle this. It's our duty to make things right. Sorry to leave you like this, but I have to get back to the station. I need to pinpoint the location of the admin fast. Should go home or stay here if you'd like. Either way, I'll make sure that someone from the police keeps you safe, so don't worry. What? You're going already? But I'm gonna keep investigating. I need to stop the admin. Here on out, the person we're dealing with is a real criminal. Even Miss Tomorigi couldn't handle him. Also, you feel empathy for the admin right now, don't you? Everything that he did for his brother's sake, we're about to go and destroy it all. I know that. You know what? You should go visit Miss Tomorigi at the hospital. You're a very kind person. I don't want you to deal with something this hard. Oh, please wait. Tamiri-san? I still don't understand how all this connects to us, though. I'm not entirely positive either. I had ideas about Maguria. There is also the connection that Azami, like, this is Azami's school. So all of this stuff was happening while she was in university. Maybe I really should just go see Jasmine. I do really want to see her. No, that's not right. It won't help anyone if I go see her now. I want to talk with her after it's all figured out. I want Jasmine to be discharged from the hospital in good health. We need to find him. We need to find the admin and put a stop to it. Hold on, there was a knife in Dr. Kisaragi's desk drawer. Maybe it can be used to cut the rope binding the hostages? I'll borrow it. Oh. You're getting that. Okay. Interesting. I don't know where to start. Wonder if the admin's video contained any hints. Someone who saw the video might have posted something. Many people must have seen the video. Anything might help. So the Zimmers started to move according to the prophecy from the Devastation and Judgment Illuminate card, and the center employees stole info from the police to assist the latter half of that plot, and they did all of this just for Kisaragi? What's with that admin person? They all lost it. Wrong about everything, but still basically wrong. Same perpetrator from the last Ueno case. People like that are different from regular people. They're on a completely different level. They're talking about Kisaragi. No one thinks about his uni research work? Going from admiring Kisaragi to committing terrorism in his name, what are they thinking? Was the prophecy about conspiracy theorists running wild and bringing destruction? Enough is enough. If I were to make a hypothesis with only information provided here, I'd probably also jump to a similar conclusion. GR, the day is finally upon us. How many have seen the times changing? I've been helping with this plan since day one. Maybe there's Zimmer. There's a reaction to helping with this plan. That means they've helped make this happen? My timeline is a total mess lately, so tired. That's Oodles when she has like a For You page that's really messed up. Those who don't know, it must be really sudden. And don't look. Going on with your lives as usual and there's a terrorist threat. Also the countdown's still going even though someone found the answer. What a scam. It sounds like a poser? Yeah. Why hasn't the countdown stopped? When it gets to 0, what's going to happen? They will show us the way. I'm proud that I could help. Come on, GR. GR again? Another Zimmer? Am I really just going to search they? And who could they be? The admin? Such reverence, even without knowing their name. They. Okay. After the SAMEZIMA site changed, people called guests started to make appearances, but they seem like hostages. Who are they? It's been a while already. Are they alive? Nothing's happened to them. What are the police doing? The evidence is right there. Go get it. Oops. How are you supposed to arrest someone who don't even know who or where they are? In the end, the people in SAMEZIMA aren't quite occult fanatics. They ride on Kisaragi's coattails, but refuse to acknowledge his crimes. Don't make assumptions. These are all kinds of people. Okay. Alright. I had to guess that might be a different, more specific word in Japanese. It could be, yeah. They might also just... There's definitely been times with this whole keyword search thing where they've been like, you have to be hyper-specific, and then they'll just... Like, you just put in, like, Larry, like, a person's first name, and it'll be like, you got some hits. And I'm like, that would not work online at all. So I think they bend the rules a little bit for the sake of the gameplay. Prophecy is almost guaranteed to occur. I kept this a secret until now, but I am also a contributor. Happy I could assist them. GR. Contributor? What did they do? Preparing for terrorist attacks? Setting something up? Like what Fujiwara-san did? Not sure if I actually helped with the plan. I'm not that smart and I don't get what they were thinking. But I don't need to get it. Does that mean this person spoke with him, or was it just a message? The admin might have appeared in front of more people than I thought. I should also specify, they call this social media research too. So like, it's not like we're just putting they into an internet browser. It's more like we're searching Discord messages. Oh, the stream's doing the thing again. It's more like we're searching Discord messages, but we're saying only show me messages that say helping with the plan and they. That would be the more accurate comparison for it. And if looking at it that way, it makes more sense. You just need to do as they say. Being asked by them is a sign of trust. I want to help again. I want to see them again. Seeing them again, so they are actually meeting. The pride they take in their actions when someone they idolize asks something of them. What's this? Makes me think of something. Admin and contributors. How could I not help with changing the world? They're always there to encourage us. GR! Encouraging them. I wonder what that means. I think I've seen it somewhere. I think the happy 77.7 billion yen link rumors are true. Some people say the admin did it for a big payday, but there is also a strong theory that crypto currently, I think that's supposed to be currency, was donated to orphanages and children's funds all around the world. Simmers are praising the admin all over socials. Then the admin is... Can't give any sources, but please believe it, even if it's in the form of rumors. I want people to spread the word about the new orphanages built to give children a wonderful environment. I mean, if this is, what's-his-face's sibling, it would make sense that he would use the money, or they would use the money to, well, no, we know they were, well, no, they said siblings. They did not say brothers. But it makes sense that they would use the money to spread it out and, make new orphanages. What are we supposed to do? Does one right cancel out one wrong? I wouldn't just say it in front of this person, but that's a strange perspective to have. I mean, I wouldn't even say it's wrong to steal money from a bunch of billionaires. So it's not even a good doing a wrong, it's just like, it's two goods? Sounds like a younger sibling who wants revenge and a bunch of fanatics who mispaint him in order to paint their own twisted agenda? Yeah. I got revenge on someone I hate by following their instructions. Had to pull out all my molars, but no regrets? Looks like the admin taught this person how to take revenge. Pulled out all their molars, huh? Is this the same way that delivery guy put a curse on Mayusaki-san? That delivery guy was also talking about the Great Reset. Wait, no way, that means the admin was behind the incident that happened to Mayusaki-san? Yeah, I mean, we know all of them are involved in some way. She doesn't know that, but we do as the player. Great Reset! They asked me to carry gas into the Ueno Underground. I have no idea why they needed it down there, but I'm happy they called upon me. Glad I can help change the world. Ueno Underground? That means Nomura-san's Netherworld tour? Wait, hold on a second. Could it be that every case the center has taken on so far, they've all had something to do with the admin? Yup. It's me, Nishi-chan, the treasure hunter. I didn't find any treasure, but I happened to run into a certain person today who opened my eyes. I feel like good things are going to happen. God, you're so creepy. It's a repost of an old post, but Nishi-chan, the treasure hunter... It's Nishitani, isn't it? Nishitani has also met the admin? Yeah, we already know this. This is just Azami finding out late. Poor girl. Seems like Nishi-chan got converted after meeting them. Wish I could meet them too. I'm jealous. GR. Admin seems really charismatic, getting them to say things like that. Kind of like an actor or an idol. So all these people typing GR are so creepy. Totally didn't get it at first either. Sotomu Kisaragi believers, idly waiting for their mouths open, with their mouths open for the world to fall apart. All that's happened, they're not going to look at the SAMEZIMA website? Guess they don't know how. I get the feeling it'll be a great party. Been waiting. People enjoy situations like this, even if they aren't Zimmers. How many Zimmers are out there? Most of them are just occult fanatics or shut-ins, right? Whoops. There are a lot of different Zimmers, but yeah, how many of them are there? What even is Satomu Kisaragi? Occult fans take his words as gospel, but beyond that... The only information we know is from his career as an occult researcher. If you even know a bit about Dr. Kisaragi was like while talking to all these people for field research, would you see him differently? People have convinced themselves that Kisaragi was right, so they're right too. They're getting violent. The Urban Myth Dissolution Center is just profiting off these occult stories. They're in it for the money. Okay, person who sets their profile picture with a car, I'm so tired of you. I don't know what Jasmine would say about it. I'm worried about the center. It's a reaction to Urban Myth. Let's see what people are saying about it. Center has totally lost it. Being against Kisaragi means being against the occult? If so, they're just proving that those who pursue the occult are dangerous. What are they talking about? The Zimmers are a terrorist group that collectively expresses their dissatisfaction in the world while bonding over their love for the occult. Even if one fails, someone else will succeed. The police better be ready. That this person's actually a Zimmer. Hard to tell which side they're on. Urban Myth. Photo that Kurosawa posted was taken at the very moment the employee of the Urban Myth Dissolution Center calls the current incident. No, that was an investigation. Who were those people in the video? They said guests, but were they kidnapped? Their faces were covered with bags, so we can't tell who they are. I hope they're okay. Most people set this up just to put on a show. So there are people who see it that way. Kineko-san was accused of doing setups like that too. It was like a really long time since I was on that case. Kurosawa hasn't posted much since then. Maybe the center employees erased him. Huh? Something happened to Kurosawa? I see. God, that's so many to read. I'll read this one because it gives me an urban myth. I also need to sip more. Is it true that the Urban Myth Dissolution Center has a mascot called Toshikai-kun? I feel like I've seen it somewhere, but I don't remember. Is it some cutesy rendition of a reindeer? Alright, we can look at that. Hey, you found me! Kay, thanks hi for getting all the way here. Proud to have such a dear, dedicated friend. Looks like everything's in a pickle. As always, of course, but still. Did you know I was almost Erdolf the red herringed reindeer? That's crazy. Anyway, let me teach you a secret sign for when we meet again. Big smile, thumbs up. Dearie me, it's you. Got it? Big hug from your bestest and dearest imaginary friend, God of a Moose. There's something to chat about with dear friends. Why you ask? It's just that kind of case. Can't you feel their eyes on you? Those police, they're watching us. They don't want it out in the open. There are even rumors that those who try to speak out get eliminated. I don't actually know the details, and I'll leave it at that. Heard it was really tragic, though. What? You asked what kind of incident? No, stop right there. Don't ask another word. I can't talk, like I already said. Talking gets you eliminated. Well, it does get heavy keeping it all to yourself. Sometimes ignorance really can be bliss. What, am I putting on an act for the spooky vibes? No, my dear friend. Such peaceful fluff in that mind of yours. That's part of their plan, too. You really want to know that badly? I don't want to put you in harm's way, but alright, I'll say it just once. It's called the SAMEZIMA incident, but you can't talk or ask about it. You can't even say the name of the case. Guess you could just call it your case. Probably fine if we don't go into any more details, and I feel a bit better now that you know the name. I think someone's coming, yeah. So that's the thing we got way earlier. All kinds of posts, but most importantly, a possible connection between the cases we solved at the center and the admin. The admin was indeed behind all those cases. They might have left some clues at each site. That must be it. The admin created those Illuminate cards after all. Each of the cases had a card to go with it. So recheck each of the case sites and look for traces. You can do this. Oh my god, we're going back to every one? Holy shit. That's a lot. Starting with the closest site, will I really find traces of the admin? Oh, you again. It's been a while. Could it be him? He does admin this park. No, wrong admin. Well, we know it has to be kind of a young person if it's the sibling. Back again, eh? It's been a while. Was it really? Okay, bye. Just a bench. Just like before, nothing. And I doubt I'm gonna find much by doing this. That's Amiri-san here earlier. It feels like forever ago. If he hadn't acted all suspicious, I wouldn't have been that scared of him. I remember Kanoko-san grabbing my leg. That scar took a while to heal. Next time I see Kanoko, he'll need to apologize. There was the woods that we weren't supposed to go into. That's me. This hair seems to have changed a lot. I don't see any of Tamiri. There's a different shadow. Wait, is it me? Alright, I did come here. It makes sense it's you my own. Scared me for a second. I thought it was my doppelganger. I could ask the park keeper about how things have been here after everything with Bloody Mary. Well, there you are. The SAMEZIMA admin? Here in that outfit? Why in the world? Anyway, glad I guessed correctly. Let's follow these traces. The other person nearby is probably Hinata? What did the admin do to Hinata? Were they here wearing this? Am I really seeing things as they are? Maybe the park keeper knows something. We're putting a lot of faith into this old bastard that never told us anything before. Have you seen a strange person wearing white clothes? White clothes, you say? Face covered up too. Think they probably talked to Hinata-san, the lady who was here a lot? Oh, that person in white everyone's talking about? Notice right away if I happen to see that. Thought so. Also, I haven't seen Hinata around lately. And I believe you were the only one she talked to when she did come here. See, thank you so much. No luck. Guess the park keeper isn't here all the time, after all. How are things in this park lately? Have you noticed any strange people? Just the usual. Patients from the hospital snuck out here to smoke and such. We ever here, you already know. Looks like nothing unusual has happened here since the ghost incident. A lot going on right now. Have you seen the video? I'm shocked. Thought my phone broke. What was it with that person in white? Satomu Kisaragi's younger brother. I guess you might not know who I'm talking about. Satomu Kisaragi, the one famous for research about the occult? Wow, we're just spilling the beans here. You know him? Did indeed. Knew him way back when he was just a wee child. How'd you know him? Doing delivery work back then, carrying school lunches. Also made deliveries to orphanages. Guess they're called children's homes nowadays. Where's that? Maybe it was a church somewhere, but that was over 10 years. Church? That might be where the Kisaragi brothers were. How did you know about Dr. Kisaragi? During delivery, I was approached by a little boy wearing a towel with eyes drawn on it. Could it be from that secret society project? Yes, if I was working with schools, how to get a job, things like that. Maybe he's interested in school. Seemed like a smart kid. That's why you remembered him. When he got famous, I recognized him, and I was sad to hear of his passing. Okay, locate the church. Where do I go? Okay. Underground station next? This is interesting, because we can just go everywhere. Managed to get her from Ueno Park. I never thought I would come back here. No more gas here, thank goodness. Time to investigate. Let's look for traces. Note from the tour is still here. This is a tough one. I thought we wouldn't make it. For Nomura-san, how did it feel to be preparing that plan? Come to think of it, most of the shadows left here, they must be from when Nomura-san was prepping everything. So there's probably not going to be much here then. Oh, there you are. This white outfit. It's the admin again. How does someone even get around in that? What are these traces showing? Let's check. Okay. Can't go that way anymore. Observe. Might be bugs and rats down there. Please no, I would scream for sure. Bars look like they come right off. I noticed them during the tour. Looks like I can use the bench. Some kind of mechanism in the vent? Probably a gas generator? There's a voice recorder. The gas generator's too big to move, so let's leave that. The voice recorder... does it work? Why was there a voice recorder in there? Bet it'll work if I charge it a bit with my portable battery. Wonder what kind of voice will be on it. I will help with your plan. It's the same as the admin's voice in the video. What? Why was that here? Who left that? Man with a mark on his arm who stole Koban coins. If you rush the event, you'll lose the culprit. You keep in. I don't want to waste it. Some clattering sound in there making it hard to hear. Sounds like a train? List the list of Koban owners behind the bars where I installed the gas generator. Next I'll explain what you need to do. Don't worry, I'm sure you'll do just fine. I think there's a lot more. Guess I'll just stop it here. The admin helped Nomura-san find the Koban owners and even set up that machine. That's what it sounds like. Okay. That is one clue. It's locked. They must have closed it after the tour. Okay. Where do I go? Let's go to Nishitani's house. Let's go to Nishitani-san's house. We're just breaking and entering. The door was unlocked, so I just let myself in. I guess we didn't do the break part, we just entered. Trespassing? Nishitani-san was taken away by ambulance. Has anyone else been here? Nishitani was also posting about them sounding pretty Zimmer-like. Might be traces around here. That's me. There's a trace of me. Must be from when I was investigating. Looking at my own traces, it feels like I'm looking at my doppelganger. Looking again, it's a trace of that delivery guy. Guess there are traces left of when he was delivering packages. In that case, did the admin come here? Let's check around the room. Nishitani-san's shadow. He mentioned that no one else usually comes here. Traces seem to last quite a while. Nope, I don't see an admin. Just like before, lots of manga. Is there anything related to the admin? Acme Cursing 101. Saw this before. There's also a resale manual or something and a few notebooks. What's this notebook? Treasure log? Give it a read. Seems like a list of places he's been and where he planned to go next. Notebook recording where treasure is located, I guess. Closing businesses, abandoned schools. He's been to so many different places. Visit dates are in here too. Where did he last go? Church? Not usually, but I took the train that day. Since the location was near a station, I had low expectations. Been to plenty of old abandoned buildings, but this church was a first. There wasn't much to resell. I met an incredible person. You could say it was life-changing. Someone at the church. Could that be the admin? I was shown how to get revenge. I even got some help. I was taken seriously, really listened to. Ito-san, the delivery person, was an ally too. I want to thank them for connecting us. Aha. Well, that's important. Alright. We are out of here. Now we just need to go to Kurosawa's house. Now this is definitely breaking and entering. Kurosawa-san's not here? The front door is unlocked. There are those posts from people saying they're concerned about Kurosawa. Something happened? Sorry, this is an emergency. Please excuse me. So many trophies and awards. Looks like it's the Kurosawa family tradition of showing off all their rewards. Wait. Silver award, 100k subscribers, 5 society. There it is. Gold award, 1 million subscribers, 5 society. I didn't pay attention when I saw it before, but the 5 society. That's the 5 society, the real culprits of the Tenshu incident. I think Dr. Kisaragi's notes also mentioned a group of student streamers. Wait, so if this is here, that means Kurosawa-san was a member? Which is why it was covered up. Photo of Kurosawa. So this photo's been cut, but actually, Dr. Kisaragi was there next to Kurosawa as his club advisor. Is it just a small world, or...? Huh? This is... The photo of Kurosawa-san and Dr. Kisaragi was thrown away. Computer's been left with the power on. Strange. Was he working on something? Reminds me, what exactly was in that HDD stolen? Want to know, but I guess there's no way to find out. Yeah, it's probably information, you know, like, it's probably video straight up showing them doing the thing. It's a safe that's securely protected, but the door is unlocked though. That's a bit scary. Guess we just gotta... Yep. The admin? So the admin was here too. I can also see Kurosawa-san's shadow. This is... What's going on here? The admin cornered Kurosawa? I have to check more carefully. There might be something left behind. Is this a trace of Kurosawa? All the way in the back of the room. Did the admin chase him? And then they kidnapped him? I mean, that would make sense. Take everything out. Knowing Kurosawa-san, if anything happened, he'd throw it away. Also tossed out letters. Who are these from? Read letters. You're ready. You'll soon be on the stage before all. Will you apologize to my brother in the churchyard? I'll be waiting. We are preparing to come and take you there. It's a threatening letter from the admin. Judging from the shadows, Kurosawa-san didn't go. So the admin came for him. Kurosawa-san was kidnapped. Taken by the admin. Well, now I have enough information to locate it. I have to think. According to the clues so far, where's the admin? Traces of interaction with the admin are left in several places. I couldn't find conclusive info. From what's come up several times, I can more or less tell where he is. Place where the admin should be right now. Maybe they're in a church near some railroad tracks that is now in ruins? Yeah. Maybe they're in a church near some railroad tracks that's now in ruins? Must be it. I guess so, but... Oh, I still can't narrow it down. Time's running out. Still somewhere else I can check? A person who was being influenced by someone else. Mio. Yes, let's go to Mio's place. She was acting strange. Maybe there are traces of her interacting with the admin. Okay, so that just unlocked a new location to get my final piece of evidence. Because, yeah, Mio definitely had some stuff going on, too. I was wondering if we were going to come back here. Let's head to Mio's place. Hey, Mio. Long time no see, girl. Mio? You living here? They won't let me take any of the open apartments in this building. I can't get back to my parents' house and I can't find a new place that quickly. Sorry I haven't been in touch lately. Don't worry about it. I'm glad to be spending some time away from other people. You know, the center director said in the video that I was forced to move out, so nobody's even tried to find me here. See, really glad to hear that. I'll make some tea. You came to talk? I mean, kinda, but also I came to inspect. This must be Mio? She's touching the shells, cleaning up perhaps? The room was red all over, but it's now back to clean. Observe. There was so much blood before, but now it's clean. Guess the bloodied items are thrown away. One bright red book. I think it's the book I found while investigating before, the one with the bookmark? Not a bookmark, it was a small note. 9 p.m. leave near door. Hold on, there's more than one? Must be a letter from the admin? Mia was following instructions to prepare the blood for this room? I know how scary it is to no longer have a place to call home. How heavy it is to have people watch you wherever you go. I know that feeling well. Maybe it felt like it didn't matter if you were right or wrong. No need to expect others to understand. I understand you. I'm here to talk with you anytime at the place where we first met. Look around. Not bad. There won't be any more men coming out of there. Explain the situation. Sorry, Mio, I can't stay long. I can tell your face is pretty easy to read. Next time I visit, let's definitely talk more. I have so much to tell you. Okay. Hey, Mio, about this letter? Oh, this. Letter from the SAMEZIMA admin, isn't it? I don't know how you ended up meeting the admin. And I'm not going to ask how you followed the letter and did all that blood stuff or any of that. Azami? Mio, tell me if you can. Where's the SAMEZIMA admin? I got a rough idea, but there's no more time. An abandoned church near a railway line? Where is that? St. Nicholas Church. Hey, let's go to Santa Claus Church. Zombie, wait. You're going to that church? Yes. I have to stop the admin. Stop, but what about the Great Reset? Do you know the admin's story? I know some of it too, but we still can't let that happen. Zombie, it's really nice to have just one person who understands you, I get that. Having that really saves you. I wish I could do that for someone. But even though I understand everything, I still have to stop this. Why? Satomu-san probably wouldn't have wanted his brother to do something like that. It's not a hypothesis, just something I want to believe. Uzami. Have to go. Oh, we don't have long left. This is St. Nicholas Church. Looks like no one goes here anymore. The lights are on. This must be the place. Alright, let's do it. We're probably entering the final act here. Heartbeat. Heartbeat. Someone's here? Are you okay? I'm here to help you. The admin brought all of you here, but why? Are you hurt? I'll take off your mask. It's just gonna be the... Yup, there you are. It's the 5. It's the 5 people who were in the stupid shitty streamer group. Kurosawa? It is you, isn't it? Not another doppelganger? Doppelganger? What are you talking about? That's you! That story again. And the other people here... Yup. They were all in on it, the little shitheads. Miko-san, Kanoko-san, Mr. Gas Mask, and Mayusaki? Thank goodness you're all safe. No, not thank goodness. They're all shitheads. You call this safe? Just in case I brought a knife. Your arms must hurt a lot. Don't worry, it's over now. It's over? Yeah. Don't you touch me. You won't get away with this. You'll pay for this. Hey, what? You're still talking like that? Wait, stop. Help! Misaki-san, seems like you all face some really terrible things. Let's get out of here while the admin is away. I've been waiting for you. The one with the correct answer. Yeep. I dropped the knife. The SAMEZIMA admin. Please let them go. What do you want to do? I want to avenge Satomu Kisaragi. I want to stop you. Those who do not understand me cannot stop me. This world's twisted sense of justice will undergo a great reset. That's not... Director? Oh, 1 second, I got a call. I've been watching you, Azami. Well done on making it to this point. Director? You must show that you understand him, that you understand the admin. That I understand. Let us dissolve this grand plan that was created to unleash devastation and judgment. Let's show the admin what we can do. Yeah. Okay. We got a sip. Alright. Let's go. SAMEZIMA admin is watching you from somewhere. Yes, so, since we could talk to each other. Kindly ensure that my intent is conveyed as well. Understood. Hello, SAMEZIMA admin? I understand you. We'll show you our answers based on what we've learned about you through our investigations. Listen, and tell us if we understood you correctly. Let us begin. Yes. Behold, the eye-opener. The countdown has less than 10 minutes left. Let us begin the final disillusion. It all started with the Genesis card. Talk of the occult distorted the truth around Satomu Kisaragi's death. The public began to take interest in the prophecies. The card foretold the final hour for the guilty. Those who considered Kisaragi the culprit probably rejoiced at the news. Yet to those who knew the truth, its existence itself was a sacrilege. So, Mrs. Ami. Yes? What was created from the Genesis card and became essential to carrying out this plan of revenge? The Illuminate cards. The Illuminate cards, they weren't about prophecies coming true, and they had conscious perpetrators behind each case, just like the original. Knowing the truth, the admin was able to create those cards. Great. The Genesis card, prophesizing Dr. Kisaragi's death, materialized amidst the chaos of the case. It's probably planted after the case, all things considered. Such a base trick to see it all in retrospect. Here we go. Now then, as for the answer to the riddle. Mrs. Ami, you correctly answered the website's riddle. Yes, the answer was the Ueno Tenshu incident. Yes, indeed. The SAMEZIMA admin's video invited everyone to solve this riddle. They wanted to tell the world a certain truth through solving it. So, Mrs. Ami, why then? Why did the Ueno Tenshu incident become something that does not exist, even if you speak of it? Because it was declared a no-solve. Mr. Seiji Kurosawa called off the investigation and sent it to the closet as a no-solve. Any cases that originally existed, if sent and kept there, became effectively non-existent through pressure along numerous channels. Excellent. Even if the answer is unknown, the goal is to draw a great deal of attention to the question itself. If someone happens to answer correctly, it would bring to light the dirty secrets in the dark. We're doing it! Next, let us focus further on the answer itself. Answer itself? Why did Deputy Inspector General Kurosawa stop the investigation? The case itself was neither complicated nor related to any VIPs. He must have realized something quite important. So, Mrs. Ami. Yes? He opted to disregard Satomu Kisaragi's cooperation in the investigation and pretend it never happened. What was the reason for this decision? Because the culprit took hostages, there was never any incident because he himself was a culprit. It was caused by someone close to him. I think one of the perpetrators had close ties with him. A crime committed by Kurosawa-san when he was a student. He covered up the entire case to delete any traces of his son's involvement. Excellent. Must be it. All cases should be solved with the support of truthful information. Yet if the information is deemed inconvenient, uninvolved innocents may be sacrificed. Are sacrifices inevitable to protect those you hold near and dear? It's incredibly fucked, and these people should not get off easy and go to jail for a very long time, because they effectively pinned all of this on someone who was totally unrelated and forced that person to kill themselves due to that. So, holy shit, I hope you all get your comeuppance. Have your own views on justice, but that justice shouldn't go beyond your own boundaries. We are approaching the end. I'm sure the admin is very much looking forward to it. So, Mrs. Ami. Yes? Kengo Nomura was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time for the Ueno Tenshu incident. They mistook him as their planned target and murdered him. They pressured Satomu Kisaragi to take his own life after he noticed the cover-up. Who could be the culprit of such a crime? The Five Society? A group of 5 students who were known as vigilante streamers, the Five Society. 7 years ago, the 5 of them were all students and Kurosawa was one of them. We found trophies on display in Kurosawa's home for record follower counts. The person with the mark on their arm that Mr. Nomura was looking for, I believe he's here as well. Brilliant. Indeed, the people being held here now are the Five Society. Yeah, I mean, this was a super easy case to solve. It wasn't really a crazy twist at the end here or anything. Like, we could see this coming. Hey, quit the rambling already. We're on live stream. Stop spewing nonsense. Oh, we are? Yes, it seems the SAMEZIMA admin is broadcasting. Say one more word and I will sue you. God, I can't wait for you to go to jail for the rest of your life. You don't have an ounce of proof to back up your nonsense. You were drugged and dragged here against our will. We're the victims here. I'll get you back on my channel, you'll see. What if I have a mark on my arm? Want one on yours? Go ahead, keep digging and you'll end up just like Kisaragi did. Wow, wow, that wasn't a subtle threat at all. Jeez, way to confirm that you did it. I see. They're insisting your claims are merely speculation. If so, we're going to have to show conclusive evidence. Yes, exactly. You revisited each and every case to find your way here. Sure you'll be able to find the answer, Mrs. Ami. Conclusive evidence that confirms the culprit. Miss Kurosawa. Mr. Kurosawa, you may have an idea of what it is. Kurosawa-san, would you happen to know? Wait, no way. So, Mrs. Ami, the admin very likely holds the conclusive evidence in hand. What do you think it might be? It's the hard drive, the stolen HDD. Maybe it was the HDD that the doppelganger stole from Kurosawa-san's room? It must contain information the culprit absolutely doesn't want revealed publicly. So this guy wasn't actually a Zimmer at all, but you were tied to them explicitly. Fabulous! Worthy of your final answer. Mrs. Ami, I am proud to have you as an investigator for the center. The mystery is now solved. Vogue King! Yeah! I did it. What do you think, admin? Well done. You have shed light on my life over these past 7 years. Yes, you truly understand me. To thank you for coming to this conclusion, allow me to broadcast the contents of the HDD. No, stop. It's not what it looks like. Don't broadcast it. Hey, Kurosawa, this better be a joke. You didn't delete the data, you idiot? You promised to delete it all. Kurosawa, you absolute fool. Why would you keep it? This is precious footage from 7 years ago. A video that our famous streamers kept hidden away all this time. Hold him down. Are you getting all this, Konoko? Loud and clear, Tenshu! Oh my god. You have the right to remain pathetic. Hey, where do you think you're going, huh? Finally giving up? Guys? Is this the dude? You got the wrong guy? He's not moving. Seriously? Konoko, cut that shit. Cut it now. Huh? Oh, sure? The man being held down was Kingo Nomura. Kurosawa-san. This is concrete proof, isn't it? Oh my god! Wait, how did you get- oh my god, wait, didn't I cut your ropes? God, damn it, Azami, why did we free them? When we came here, we knew they were shitheads. We knew all of this info when we walked in the door. Come on. Shut up, shut up. That was an accident, we didn't mean it. Kingo Nomura died in an accident. Kurosawa-san. You're looking for a murderer? Think of Satomu Kisaragi. You drove the guy to suicide. The world, the public, everyone. They're not even looking for the truth. Feed them what they want and they'll just jump all over it. Who's helping me? Is it Jasmine? Jasmine! Queen! You okay, Zami? Good thing I came, yeah? Oh, Jasmine. Yeah, I ship it. Hey, Al. So glad you're here. Seems the police arrived in time. You should let them handle those 5 in the admin. Thank you for your hard work, Mrs. Ami. You mean it's over? Indeed. Is there a problem? Oh, wait. The countdown hasn't stopped yet. And besides, I'm not convinced by that dissolution. You do realize that the eye-opener has already opened. For all our dissolutions so far, by figuring out what lay behind the strange phenomena of urban myths, we uncovered who was doing what. Haven't we accomplished the same thing here? Oh, is it just that you want to tell people who the admin actually is? Because I was like, wait, what else is there? But yeah, we didn't tell everyone who the admin is. We shed light on a forgotten case and on its perpetrators. First of all, why are we doing this dissolution and who's it for? Prove you understand the admin, which is why I opened the lock. If so, something isn't right. This song is awesome. We haven't really done a proper dissolution. Mrs. Ami, what are you trying to do? I'm going to open this lock. Oh, am I going to do my own dissolution? I am! We finally get to do it! Resetting. Eye opener. Yeah! I get to do it this time. It's my turn. My doubts are around what needs the dissolution. So the other dissolution had the wrong target. We completed a dissolution on the Ueno Tenchu incident rumors, and brought to light what actually happened. That is fine. But we haven't touched on what truly matters. I see. So, Mrs. Ami, what is it you believe needs this dissolution? Kurosawa's past, Tomiri's work, what the perpetrators were after, the admin's identity. Just who or what is the admin? I learned he's Kisaragi Satomu's brother. The police were unable to find any records. To understand the admin, I feel we need to answer that question. I guess we also do need to expose that the police department was covering all this shit up. Great. Truly exemplary. I hadn't expected such an answer from you, Mrs. Ami. Unmasking the admin, whom you've only seen through footage. So that is the goal of your dissolution. Yeah! It's so cool seeing Azami do it. This is so cool, yeah. Yes, let us uncover who they really are. Remarkable. Feels like we're homing in on an undetermined anomaly's true nature. This dissolution is a first. I cannot contain my excitement. But I must slow down. I must present questions that will help you manifest the answers within. So, Mrs. Ami. Yes? The admin has previously caused other incidents too. This is another case that was sent to the closet and no longer exists. But it's an important incident that proves the admin's existence. Which incident was this? That is... proves the admins... There was another one sent that proved that the happy 77.7 billion yen leak. It's the one that proved the admin was a part of it, so this has to be the 77.7 billion yen leak. Happy 77.7 billion yen leak. We found only rumors on socials in the SAMEZIMA website, but we found records at the closet. That means it wasn't a made-up story, but an actual case. Excellent. Are we gonna get a new one? Are we gonna get a new one? Something beyond fabulous? Are we gonna get like a magnificent? It's difficult to prove anything exists via clairvoyance traces alone. But this is an actual case that happened, with police records even if they're at the closet. That might just prove key in cornering the admin. Yeah, full dissolution. Let's move forward with the dissolution. Happy 77.7 billion yen leak targeted a membership-based social networking site with various celebrities and politicians. So, Mrs. Ami, there was a hacking tool which was used. What was the name of the tool? Natasha Singh was the name. A card-like device. A laptop, letters from the admin. I think it was Natasha Singh, who is not a tool, they are a person. But I don't think it's the card-like device, because that was just what was needed to access the police records. Natasha Singh. According to records at the closet, the tool could only be used by its creator, and its user was said to be a genius hacker. If the admin was the culprit for this case, then the creator of this tool must have been the admin. Brilliant. The admin may have slipped up. The special tool only usable by the creator. The existence of this tool narrows down the numerous possibilities to a single hacker. This turned into a huge hint, it seems. Their genius may have backfired. We know that the admin previously caused an incident, and that a special tool called Natasha Singh was used. A tool supposedly only acceptable by its creator. So far so good, but come to think of it, we haven't really zeroed in on the admin's identity. When I found these records at the closet, something felt off. Felt off, you say? I feel like I know when the Natasha Singh tool was used. I see. So, Mrs. Ami, when exactly was the tool used? When the ghost appeared while exploring the old warehouse, when the tour participants were chosen, when we opened the safe. Exploring the old warehouse doesn't make sense. The ghost appeared doesn't make sense. When we opened the safe doesn't make sense. I think it's when the tour participants were chosen? The random draws for the Ueno Netherworld tour. The organizer, Tomoko Nomura, should have had full control of things. Yet when we first met her, she didn't consider us participants. And there weren't enough handouts for all participants. This was done by hacking into the organizer's account used by Tomoko-san. So the number of participants was forcibly increased. Brilliant! Yep. Truly excellent, Mrs. Ami. Bringing all this to light without leaving anything behind. Only you could have done this. I love how hyped Maguria gets. He's so excited. With you at the front, we may be able to do away entirely with such vague entities as anomalies. Director. Ah, there I go again. But my excitement truly can no longer be contained. So, Mrs. Ami, we've arrived at the final question. Who might be this individual who chose to hide from the world, to become this masked anomaly known as the admin, for the single goal of enacting revenge for their brother? That would be... for the single goal... Okay, so who became the admin? So, yeah, Tamiri, Tsutomu, Kisaragi, Ayumi, Meguria would be hilarious, but, the SAMEZIMA admin. Admin is the admin. That is the answer. Now let's get on with the mysterious masked man behind the screen. Is that your final conclusion? That can't be what I was going for. Okay. So... for the single goal of enacting revenge for their brother. So Kisaragi was the brother that died. So you're saying who's the admin? I mean, are you saying it's you or Tamiri? Because this is the thought I had earlier, that it was Maguria. You really do understand me better than anyone, Mrs. Ami. Okay, so it was you. It was actually you. It was actually you. I had that thought earlier when they mentioned that there was a sibling who was like a genius hacker. Fabulous. Rector-san, the lock is open. Yeah, Vogue! Hey, she even did the little smile. You sound even more excited. Will there be another level? Oh no, I'm completely good with being done. This is just cool to see everything come together. When my brother made his choice, I was powerless to stop him. The public was easily swayed by Kurosawa's manipulation. So the reason I was confused by this initially was because I was expecting you to have the same last name, but you might have changed your name to get around that. Social timelines were ablaze each day, with theories painting him as the murderer. Amidst the daily torrent of unfounded rumors and slander, my brother still endured somehow. And yet, when those nails and spears reached me and our long-gone parents, he thought that he should no longer try to endure. That his existence was torturing those he loved. Without police cooperation, the case would never be solved. Unless the case is solved, the world will keep harming his family. You witnessed all of this with your own eyes. I was utterly powerless back then. Everything I tried to do to encourage my brother was only hurting him further. Back then, I would chat with him about rumors in the occult like we did as children. It was the worst thing I could have done. Wasn't. Far from it. I do have one question though. Didn't we see specifically where Jasmine got injured by the director? Which this means Meguria also hurt Jasmine. Like pretty badly. But also I swear in that scene the admin was standing and Meguria has been in a wheelchair this entire game. Dr. Kisaragi missed those days dearly. Those days you spent together at the children's home. But he couldn't figure out what to do. He didn't want to tarnish those memories you made together. So... She fell through the floor, I thought? Well, at least earlier it was insinuated that he basically caused her to fall. I mean, they said that. They said that, like, at least that's what Tojiri said, or Tamiri said, that, you know, she basically lost to the admin, effectively. Does it take bag legs to use a wheelchair? Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, it's like, well, maybe he doesn't actually need to be in a wheelchair, and that was just an elaborate fake that he's doing. But it seemed weird. Knew that his regrets were living on in the form of hate. He would be devastated. Director, their deeds have been exposed through this broadcast. Terrible rumors about Dr. Kisaragi will all fade away now. Please. We have enacted revenge on the 5 of them. Please. No, the countdown will continue. But why? You heard what Kurosawa said earlier. They're not even looking for the truth. Feed them what they want and they'll jump all over it. What? Wasn't just those 5 that drove my brother to take his own life. It was your average, everyday person who believes their own sense of justice. That's why you've been making us look at the doom scroll on social media this whole time. Perhaps the fall was planned so Jasmine could go away since she was part of the police force. She could have prevented Azami from finding out the full truth. Yeah. Yeah. I just wish she didn't have to, like, break multiple bones for it, but she seems fine now, at least. But Mrs. Azami, you have felt the same yourself. When your friend was wrongly accused, you stood up for her and tried to do her justice. People were spreading rumors about Mio and there was nothing I could do. People don't care whether information is true or not. They create a scapegoat they claim to fight against. And once they defeat this fabricated enemy, they tell themselves they fought for peace. Those labeled as evil will be struck down, yet the world will remain none the better. Could there possibly be anything more bizarre and horrifying? This solution is what you should be seeking. Director, why me? Mrs. Azami, because your kindness is genuine and you stand beyond hate and despair, the one person in this world who understands me, the one person in this world for my dear brother. Director? Oh. Huh? What's this? Screen's changing by itself again? Another signal hijacking? Oh no, I'm tapping everywhere, but nothing's happening. Sami, what's going on? Where's the boss man? What's all this? Great reset. Did you... you just leaked every single bit of information. Oh, on everyone! I thought you were leaking all the police information. You were doxing everyone? My personal info's getting uploaded? How do we stop it? I've been hacked? Hey, what's happening? That's my real name. Wait, what? Wait a minute. I can't let anyone see this. Oh no, stop. I can't turn it off. The buttons on my phone aren't working. Wait, that's a photo of my manager? What? He cheats on his partner? My password's changed. Are you kidding me? My name, age, and address are all out there. What the hell is this? Hey, that's my credit card information. What are they doing? What are these disgusting photos? Whose reel is this? Huh? No way. Please stop. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's pretty terrifying. Cyber attack. Status check. My phone's gone too. Police data leaks popping up. Yup, you're just leaking everything. You're not even just targeting the cops because you feel like you've been wronged by society in general since they're the ones that pushed your brother to committing suicide. What's going on out there? Stay calm. Sync with HQ and the commissioner. Hey, what the hell is this pic? Oh no, I'm siphoning funds. No. I'm dead. My alt is all out there. Wait, why is my phone filming? My account was hacked. You know this isn't me. Oh god, they're leaking Oodle's entire bookshelf. I have to hurry and delete everything. Come on. Mr. Marigi, sit rep. Sorry, Commissioner. Failed to stop him. Need to secure Meguria first. Please proceed immediately to the building supposedly holding the center. Commissioner, where are you? This may be a lucky break thanks to the cyber attack. We were able to gain access to the encrypted data on Kisaragi. I'm at the hospital where the younger Kisaragi used to go. Oh! I'll update when we know more. Please proceed. It's time for cool music. Roger that. Oh god, her face. Tried, but I wasn't able to help anyone. At all. Nah, you were giving it your all from day one, Zami. Your friend Mia went through all that mess. Your kindness gave her hope. Take my word for it, not just her. Jasmine. Oh yeah, I'll track down the boss man and whoop that smartass. Mommy, you did everything you could. You really did. Kisaragi siblings, the younger of the two, yes? Yes, I do remember. Strikingly different from the other patients. That's him! Near anomalous perceptiveness. Expert knowledge in countless areas. Notably adept with technology. A world-class hacker, I heard. Elevator looks like it's falling apart. Looks like it's been around forever. Let's wrap up this case quick. After that, I want to welcome back party. Impossible. How could this be? What? Too late for the big catch. Huh. It's no regular miss. It's as if... Jasmine, look. Computer? Looks like there's a video on it. Hall? This is when Zami came to the center? Welcome to the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. What's going on here? What? Commissioner, I've reached the center, but... Oh my god. I think I know what it's doing. Miss Tomarigi. Stop Miss Fukurai, I know she's there. She's Satomu Kisaragi's sister. What? She was behind it all. Wait, what? Ayumi Meguriya never existed. Oh my god, so, okay. That's what I thought. Never existed. Miss Tomarigi, come in. Sami. Yeah, because it mentioned earlier when we were talking to Jira, or to, yeah, God, what was your name? I forget. To Miri. He said that Azami could see something he couldn't. And that was when I had the thought, especially since, basically she's constantly been talking about how she has a version of him in her head that just talks to her at all times. I was like, huh, that would be interesting. I feel like the only hole in this entire thing is if he was like a figment of Azami's mind palace or whatever, what have you, this entire time. How did Jasmine know about him? Was he actually an anomaly? Because Jasmine knew him and apparently worked with him before Azami even showed up. So I'm like, huh? Also, he was, he was in the videos, basically. So, like, if Azami wasn't the one making the videos, who the hell was making the videos if Meguriya never even existed in the first place? The only people that even worked at the Dissolution Center were Meguriya and Jasmine, apparently. Mask in the videos? I mean, yeah, I guess I'm just like... are they insinuating that she just has amnesia and basically hops between the two personalities? And she doesn't remember anything about the other one? So Azami was the one making the videos the entire time, I guess? Because, like, yeah, there is the mask. But, let's just see what the game says. Commissioner, do you see the rest of that video? Yes, showed Miss Fukurai, or rather, Ayumi Kisaragi. She seemed to be mocking us for our inability to discern the truth. So on paper, this whole incident was caused by Ayumu Meguriya? No, Ayumu Meguriya never existed. Every aspect of this was planned by Satomu Kisaragi's younger sister, Ayumi Kisaragi. I guess we should call her Ayumi when discussing this case. Wow, okay, so we were actually just playing, like, fucking 60D chess here. Ayumi Kisaragi created another self. She started planning revenge when her brother took his life. As a first step, Ayumi created an iconic figure, a figment of her imagination. That became Ayumi Meguriya. Or Ayumu Meguriya. That... wow, okay, wow. I haven't seen something this crazy since a JRPG I'm not gonna mention. She may have modeled that character on her own brother. And at the same time, she started preparations for terrorist attacks as the SAMEZIMA admin. So we were playing 3 characters. This whole time, she was 3 different people. We were our main character, the admin, and Meguriya. Which I guess these two are basically the same person, to be fair, but... Last of all, Ayumi created Azami Fukurai, the epitome of innocence. Though she shared the same body as Ayumi Kisaragi, the hesitant Miss Azami was being controlled at all times. But what was that clairvoyance trick about then? I mean, yeah, it was interesting because, like, we were apparently the only people that actually had that ability. Interesting. It does still strike me as odd. I mean, I guess, no. Yeah, no. Miss Fukurai's clairvoyance. Visualization of facts deduced by the sheer intellect of Ayumi's gifted mind. By wearing Satomi Kisaragi's glasses, the connection between Miss Fukurai and Ayumi may have been strengthened. I wore my dead brother's glasses to give me power. And that's why she sees those things so clearly. Miss Fukurai was seeing Ayumi's deductions as traces without even realizing it. We were just using Ayumi's, like, mind palace. Visualization of traces. That happened to you just like that. Yep, and then there's the monster again. You can see why she'd think of ghosts and such. This explains the power of vision. So Zami was talking with Ayumi inside her own head through her phone. Ayumi, Ayumu, Zami, and the admin. So they're the ones in the same. Spent all that time teamed up and I never had a clue. Isn't that kind of convoluted for a revenge plan? Making all those cards, causing so much panic with prophecies? Well, all that was likely driven by Ayumi's emotions. With numerous measures to involve the wider public, of course. The death of Ayumi's brother was desecrated by the Genesis card. When thinking of how to enact her wrath on the culprits, she chose her brother's lifelong passion, the occult. Ayumi was manipulating Zami to carry out her plan. And yeah, this is just like another personality, like a split personality that she created specifically for this? God. Zami was unaware of this, correct? Certain she did not know. How can you tell? Remember her words. Zami is unaware. So tell me now, what do you want to do with her? Damned Ayumi. Cyber-terrorism attack she launched caused immense damage. We've had a string of assaults, thefts, and other cases since that incident. Police are still catching up with all that chaos, so there's little we can do. Outed secrets have caused divorces, firings, bankruptcies. People are asking for help we cannot give. I think that having our personal information posted online would lead to so much harm. I mean, I feel that's pretty obvious why that would cause issues. Also, the stream hasn't dropped frames in a hot minute, so maybe Twitch sorted their shit out. It's probably going to do it now as soon as I mention it, but... somehow everything's back to normal on the social networks. What about the Five Society? Murder, even if involuntary, and malicious cover-up. More than enough evidence for prison terms. I mean, they were still going there to murder someone, they just got the wrong person. Director Kurosawa will be charged too for his involvement in the cover-up. Oh, and... search for Ayumi Kisaragi has been called off. Huh? HQ wants to avoid admitting that police servers were used to stage the cyber attack. It's official. The case will be archived in the closet. They don't want that. That's hilarious. Figures. We are now all strictly forbidden to speak to anyone about the cyber attack. How do you force people to not talk about the time where everyone got doxxed? And about what Ayumi Kisaragi has done. Case that doesn't exist, even if you speak of it. Guess that's just another urban myth on the list, Commissioner Tamiri. By the way, the building housing the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Seems they're tearing it down. So I heard. It's final dissolution indeed. Well, here's hoping. The Urban Myth Dissolution Center never happens again. What do you mean? Well, something I heard. Just a rumor. Am I gonna go be a sick hacker vigilante somewhere else? It seems like we did it. We have hit credits. That was a pretty wild ending. I didn't expect the final twist there. The other ones I could see coming, but that one I feel was It had so many elements, like they just kept piling it on to the point where it's like, wow, it would be really hard to expect this. Someone created not just one complete alter ego, but also created another complete alter ego. Which is nuts. So that was cool. Apparently there's gonna be a web novel? That would be cool. I think the story is really the strongest part of this, quite frankly. Like, some of the gameplay would get, like, a little bit repetitive and tiring, just because it's like, you click on a bunch of things, you're not sure where the next thing is, so then you just kind of click all over the place and stuff. But I was absolutely enthralled by the story and everything, and the presentation and music. Like, it really just feels like something that I would have enjoyed even more as, like, just a visual novel. Like, I don't feel like the gameplay that was there added too much. So just having it portrayed as a visual novel would have really helped. The Light watching it, thanks for streaming, and whoever recommended it. Yeah, that was him. Him was the one that nominated it. And I guess, you know, like, I wouldn't have known about this game if the developers hadn't reached out to me and let me play the game initially. And then they were like, you can't go past a certain point. So I didn't, but now it's definitely been long enough to, you know, where we can go past a certain point. But, yeah, I think people would really enjoy it as a web novel. I think it's kind of perfect for that. The only thing I think you miss out on by having it as a web novel is, holy shit, the music in this game fucking slaps. Like, holy shit, the music is so good. And just the, like, pixel art and presentation of it is absolutely beautiful. Like, I'm sure I'll love it with web novel art as well. But, like, the art in this is just, God, it was so good. The presentation in this was just 10 out of 10. Audio, visual, everything. Oh, the stories in the web novel will be new. Oh, that's neat. Also, not having Quasi voice Meguria's Fabulous is going to be missing out. Using an art where perfect? Art? Question mark? Wait, what do you mean about with art? Why are we question marking art? And me! Oh. Web novels are just that? Oh wait, you mean web? Oh my god, I interpreted that as web comic in my brain, not web novel. So you're saying it's just going to be text, like just a novel? Hey Jasmine. Where in the world are you going? What, look at Secret Agent Jasmine. Jasmine. Is this your shiny new center? She's here, director. Oh. We've been waiting for you. Welcome to the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Hey! That hair switch was so good. She can certainly play a damn character, my god. I would love a sequel. A sequel would be very cool. The sequel would be extremely cool. What a neat game. What a neat game. Like, damn. Chapter selection and skip option unlocked. I thought that said skins for a second. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, that was really cool. That was a good video game. That was a good video game. Like I said, music and art, like perfect score. In my opinion, I would change nothing about the music and art of this game. Like I said, I would change some slight things about the gameplay, but that's kind of it. Other than that, this is like phenomenal. I need to go leave a review for this because this doesn't actually have that many reviews on Steam. I think it was mostly popular in Japan, and like I actually looked at Steam reviews for it earlier, and there were people that were like, I see a lot of Japanese developers like, you know, talking about how fantastic this is and stuff, and I don't get it, and I'm like, I think this is fucking phenomenal. This is a treasure. So here's hoping they do continue with this, because that was really cool. That was really cool. I would like to see some of the investigation mechanics and stuff expanded a little bit in the next one if they do a sequel. Like, have just a little bit more there as far as, like, investigation, puzzle solving, and problem solving and stuff. That would be cool. But also, this game is the last place ever where I expect to see Turkey mentioned. Never expect to see my home country in a game like this. Yeah, that is super cool. I always love when we get to see places that you don't see a lot in games. And it's very important, too. I remember seeing somebody talking about Overwatch, and they said, Overwatch holds a special place in my heart because it's the only time I've ever seen my country, Gibraltar, mentioned in a game ever. So it's important to want to see, you know, the places that you're from and stuff in games, and I feel like it's important to explore other cultures and things as well, so. Alright, we're finished. I have to find new games to put on a vote now, and that'll be a doozy to follow up. We'll see how it goes, but yeah. It's literally me with Assassin's Creed Revelations and Dying Light. Yeah, it's super good, super cool to see. But yeah, we'll see what I can scrape together for a new list. Cause wow. So, alright. Hope you all have a fantastic time zone and enjoyed the myth Dissolution. I'm glad my brain and everything stayed active throughout all of this. But yeah. Have a good time zone. Bye bye.